Nail
Does anybody
clippers.
need something for inside the house?
Oh, I need nail clippers.
You never gave them back last
Yes, I
time.
did. I left them.
You didn't give them back. You just left them where you set
Oh.
them down. That's not the same.
I definitely left them in here, though. I did not take them in the house.
Yes.
No, not my fingernails. Oh my God, I'm not a monster.
I couldn't see that.
Where did they even go?
Sorry, I'm new to plugs. I remember the first time I used an electric
Oh my
plug.
God.
You can send a message. You can saying that I'm logging into this. Part of the game? Oh, that must be part of the game. Oh. What's the movie? There. I put up a selection of screenshots from movies that were released in 1987. Including Beverly Hills Cop 2, Superman 3, Lost Boys was 87.
And there was a picture of the Princess Bride right there.
Yeah.
Princess Bride was 87.
Yeah.
That was 87.
Good Morning Vietnam was 87.
Oh.
I've only seen one of those movies.
Which one?
Princess Bride.
You haven't seen Lost Boys?
No.
You haven't seen Lost Boys.
Yeah.
Tony's already there. Tony.
Oh, Tony.
Oh, he's in the room. This. Anyone else have a book, or is it just Jacob and I?
For what? I don't know the book.
You know we're playing this. You're looking at me like, what?
I didn't know the book.
There's a D&D book called Tales from the Loop.
Shatter.
So how is everyone else handling their characters?
Good question. I think I'm just gonna go to the Google Doc or whatever.
One.
Paper like you suggested.
It's a wahaha.
Paper like you suggested.
Okay. Did I suggest that? That's very smart.
You
Oh
said
my
it'd be
God,
more
what's
old school.
What?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 tabs opened up when I started Microsoft Edge.
Jesus Christ, that's
not
weird.
tabs that I were actually doing anything. Well, actually, they were for the
Yeah.
last week, so I'm just reading them. Or 2 weeks ago.
You don't have to close them. We're not looking. That's roll 360 around.
One.
Wait, so where do I get the...
Give
Yeah.
me
You throw a lot of fives.
There's a little 5 for me. 100% of the time.
Show of hands, who would like me to print a blank character sheet from? Yeah. I don't have time to fill out every single character sheet for you guys.
Sure.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I like that.
I don't have one.
Show of hands.
Oh, hands. I have 2 of them.
So 2,
That's whatever
4,
it is, yeah.
5.
Generating, like, I rolled a dice, this is a random number, return 4.
Christian, you already got one.
I don't really need one. I've got a
You
good
sure?
amount of battery power.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean I don't need it.
And printing 5 is just as easy to print.
You know what?
Sure. All right.
I can move this chair so you guys can spread out a little bit.
I'm used to there being someone there.
What's that?
I'm used to having someone there.
Jackie isn't here, but yet Jackie is here.
Right? Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
So, first you should sit in Jackie's spot.
I have a second character named Jackie. What are the odds?
I was really confused by that for a second.
And I was trying to think of a stereotypical like 80s popular girl name. One that there would be multiple of in a class,
We
you
had
know?
6 Jennifers.
Jennifer, Stephanie.
Was Heather's from...
Kelly.
Heather's
Heather's was
Heather.
90s.
Early 90s,
Yeah.
okay, never mind.
You know,
No,
And her middle name is Marie.
Heather, and there were lots of Heathers too. I knew like at least 6 Heathers.
I watched Heather's thinking it was just going to be an older version of Mean Girls. And
Oh, Jesus
no,
Christ.
no,
No.
I'm wrong.
It's different.
No,
Yeah.
it's very different. Oh my gosh.
I figured that out pretty quick. Thanks for
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
should get gold
What
because
kind of
otherwise
dice do we need for the?
All 6. I think just 6
Sixes.
Heathers.
Oh,
That's why I put out a bunch of 6-sided dice on the table. I didn't have one.
Yeah, so I mean, like my ex-wife, her name's Heather, and my sister's named Heather. So there became 2 Heather Wolfords.
Oh,
That's
Wow.
awkward.
And so then they started, you know, they got along good. It was always like, well, I'm the original. Well, I'm the 2.0 version. Yeah,
Oh, that's good.
Can I vote which one I think is better?
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
Did you text Tony? Did he reply?
I did text them. Oh, hey.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
hear ya.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in Discord. I'm just trying to get my Teams, my Google Meet thing here.
I was gonna say your Teams. We're not using Teams.
Yeah, I know. I'm so used to saying Teams.
I know. Let me know.
And the crazy thing,
I'm set up with the meet behind me, but just let me know when you, because I can't see it.
You've got the meat.
I'm about to do it.
There.
Whoa, Mom, whoa.
I mean,
No,
Whoa.
Google Meet.
chill.
Google Meet.
I have a Google Meet.
MEET.
Uh-huh.
What's the spin on
I wonder if that light is still active.
Oh, guarantee it. Check.
Fuck. Click the lock icon.
Like with down detector or something.
Let's see. Well,
I'm just gonna fish out all of the D6s
Oh, yeah.
of assorted types from my various.
Jasper, do you have a set of 6s?
A set of 6s?
Yeah, because there's a couple over here you can use.
So this
Uh,
group of
Whoa!
What?
so this group of
Oh my God.
D6s,
It overcompensates.
Yeah.
it does, but I got them when I was 10
Wow.
Wow.
in the 80s at a local fair at one of the crane things,
Oh, yeah.
and I picked them out. I don't know, I spent way too much money on them, but I wanted them
Oh, you had to
because
get
not
them one
only
at
were
a
they
time?
nice big dice, but they were also black and gold because I'm a Steeler fan too. So
Right.
it just, I'm like, I gotta have 6.
Don't throw them at Jacob, though.
So
Wait, did you
they're like
Throw 'em at
restricted a
Jacob.
little bit.
Right.
did you have to get them individually or?
Yeah, one at a time.
That's amazing.
So there's like it was like a van, and they had like 4 machines on each side, and each one had one in it. So I had to rotate around the different machines. It took me like all week.
How much money do you think?
I
you
have
spent?
no idea. Back then it was a mix because like
Yeah.
I had no money and my parents didn't give me any, so it was all my lawnmower money.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, I mean, it must have been
Yeah.
worth
No,
it.
those
You
are
know, you
great.
still have it.
Investment.
And did you think you'd be still using them at this point in your life?
No,
How great
no.
is that?
That's great. It is.
I think cell phones would be a thing at this point in your life.
So Vans, who knew that Lawrence Fishburne was in Nightmare on Elm Street?
Who is that?
3?
Who is that?
I
Morpheus.
did not.
Morpheus? Oh. Oh.
Cowboy
Yeah.
Curtis.
Yep.
Yes,
The
From the
kid on
Matrix.
the boat in Apocalypse Now.
Wait, that was Pee Wee Herman?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I forgot that's who he was as well. Oh my God. That's great.
Good. I have a pencil from the pencil.
You. One for Charlie.
Thank you very much. I didn't have the. I might. Of course, I can't really see this printed out here.
So we're all in the same boat here. None of us have ever played this game before.
Ooh.
I mean, what you are, it is an island.
Since it's Sweden, that means the drinking age is 18, right?
14, I think.
14?
Well, no, sorry, that's
In
cocaine.
the 80s,
Cocaine at
there probably
14.
wasn't an age.
Yeah.
Give you a line, like as soon as you come out of the room.
Oh, was that 18?
That. And Tony is here with us now. Oh my God, Tony's gone. We lost him again.
No, I'm here. I'm trying. I don't know why my. Oh, okay, gotcha. I wish I knew about technology. I just can't seem to get this thing to go. What are you doing? I'm giving you access. What are you yelling at?
Who are you talking to?
My computer that keeps saying it won't open the meet call without giving access to my microphone. And I'm like, I just checked
Sounded like
that
you
you
said
have
open
all.
the meat hole. I'm like, ew.
Meatball.
Open your meat hole.
That's for my 8 p.m. recording. That's after this session.
You know they're made of meat.
What, computers?
No, they're made of meat. Have you ever seen that short
some
or
computers.
read that book?
No idea what you're talking about.
Me neither.
It is a short film based upon a short story or a full novel. You're the only one who had any sort of recognition in your eyeballs when I said they're made of meat. Now you're looking at me like you don't know what I was
Yeah,
talking
you're
about.
crazy, I think.
God dang it. It's two aliens in a diner talking about their research on humans,
Okay.
and they discuss the fact that they just realized that they're made of meat. And they have trouble figuring out how they could be made of meat and still have thoughts and still do things and talk and make noise, even though they're made of meat.
Sounds like vegan
For
bullshit.
reading.
Yeah.
And it's based upon, you know how when you slap or flap meat, it makes a noise? They talk by flapping their meat at each other. They can even sing by squirting air through their meat.
Ugh.
Dear me. Oh my God.
Also, radio playing on that
Air.
too. What was it?
I mean,
It's a short story by American writer Terry Bisson.
Huh.
Originally published in Omni magazine, consists entirely of dialogue between two characters who are both aliens discussing their latest research, finding out that they were made of meat all along.
It reminds me of that short story you showed me, The Thing, but it's
Yeah, from the thing's
but it's from the
perspective.
Thing's perspective. That was so good,
Yeah.
so good. I loved it.
I don't think it's a short story. I think it's full length.
Nice.
Here.
Can't watch the uncut version.
Nice.
Penis joke.
Wait,
Yeah.
What are you talking
The anchor.
We need to get some character sheets worked out real quick before we start. Jasper, grab a pencil and
okay.
your blank character sheet. I'm going to give you some numbers to jot down real quick.
Okay.
If you guys could pull up the digital version of your sheet and copy some stuff down onto your sheets like Aaron is doing right now with a good boy. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Doing it
Could
from
I get a
memory.
pencil?
Do I get any
yeah.
brownie points for that?
Thank you.
There's brownies?
Oh,
So Jasper, you chose to be the
I wanted to
troublemaker.
make
I went ahead and
eggs, 'cause
pre-rolled a
number one,
character
we
for you.
have so
Just
many eggs.
pretty much
They're awesome.
came up with it
and
completely
Okay.
at
it would
random.
make Jackie feel
Okay.
terrible
Your character's
about
name-
choosing her.
His
nephew
first name is
over-
Alden.
Exactly.
Alden?
Even
Could
better.
be if you wanted. I don't know if you
How do
wanted
you
to be male
spell
or female, but
Male.
this
How do you
this one presents male. Aldin, but his nickname is Nickel.
Does that mean something?
Wait,
in-
who?
It means key in Swedish because Nickel has a way of getting in and out of things, almost
In
like
and
he
out?
has like a key to every door, like in town. So people call him the key. They call him Nickel, but it's spelled Nyckel.
Okay. Interesting.
It may be pronounced not Nickel.
Oh.
Could be Nickel, Nickel, Nukeli,
Nikolai.
Nikolai. Your last name is Martinson.
Okay.
You're 11 years old.
Oh, Jesus. I'm a baby.
You're the youngest of the group, I believe.
Oh, God.
Again,
Okay.
roll randomly
Youngest
for it.
and luckiest.
If you want to be a different age, you can be. We'll just have to adjust your points here and there. If you want to be a different age.
18 so I can make fake jokes.
It's so many dick jokes at 11. In fact,
Oh my
11
God.
year old will make so many dick jokes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Except he call it like a wiener or something. Or you about to say hi?
Wiener.
I guess I have to run and get my paper because there's a couple of things I don't remember.
Can you pull up your character sheet on your phone?
Is it on here?
I emailed you the link
email.
It's in the cloud.
on Google.
Like
So,
back in the 80s.
Jeffrey,
Yeah.
your body, see where it says body, tech, heart, and mind?
Yes.
Those are your attributes, kind of like in D&D. You have strength,
Yeah.
intelligence, wisdom, all those.
Mhm.
These are your 4 attributes for your character.
Yeah.
Your body is 4.
Okay.
Your tech is 2.
Okay.
Your heart is 3.
Okay.
And your mind is 2.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
Oh, it's realistic. I like it.
Ah. Yeah.
Now, let me see your character sheet real quick. Let me see how it records skills. So you see skills there on the side
Yes.
column. The first 3 are your body skills: sneak, force, and move.
Mhm.
You have level 3 in sneak,
Okay.
level 2 in force,
Okay.
level 1 in move.
Okay.
The next group, tinker, program, and calculate. You have 0s in all those.
Oh Jesus. Okay. Damn.
That just means you're not trained in it.
Okay.
In the next section, heart is contact, charm, and lead.
Mhm.
In contact, you have 0. Charm, you have 1. And lead, you have 3.
Okay.
So you're actually an excellent leader.
Okay.
And then the final 3, investigate, comprehend, and empathize.
Mhm.
You have 0s in all 3.
Damn. I can't empathize with anybody apparently. God.
You were supposed to write down the level or write down the numbers added to it.
Well, all that is just your combination of your attribute plus your skill. Like on the digital sheet, I record the level, but then there's a box that automatically adds the 2 together to give you the final score.
Okay.
But sometimes you may not necessarily use a skill if there isn't an equivalent skill for something you're trying to do. In that case, you would just roll a straight attribute roll. Kind of convenient. So, Nickel, you're taller than average for your age.
Okay.
But you're of average weight. You have reddish brown hair that's kind of shaved on both sides and a little bit longer on the top. There's
Okay.
actually a picture that'll pop up occasionally up there.
Missing.
You're in this game, every kid has an anchor. It's a grown-up typically, not another kid who they can go to, who they trust and they go to when they need help.
Yeah.
Your anchor, for Nickel's anchor,
Am I writing
is
this down?
Hmm?
Am I writing this down?
Yes,
Where?
under anchor.
Oh, I didn't see that. Okay. Who is it?
Your anchor is the janitor at school.
Ugh. Okay.
Hey, he has
That makes a
feelings.
lot of sense. Troublemaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's called key.
That makes sense.
The janitor hates my guts, so that's great.
Your drive,
Yeah.
Whoops.
which is the thing that motivates you,
Mhm.
are your friends. You think that your friends are the only thing in your life that is not broken.
Okay.
Aww.
Alrighty.
Little do you know.
Your problem is your parents. Your parents say that you are good
Hey.
for nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Never.
Okay.
Just don't understand.
And your pride, the thing that
Yay.
you kind of,
Sorry. What?
the thing that you take pride
I know.
in.
I know. I know. I was making a joke.
Okay. You once stood up to the teacher.
Oh wow. So ballsy.
For an 11-year-old, yeah, that's
Okay. Next.
you have 2 NPC relationships. Bless you.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So NPC 1,
Wait. Is that relationships?
Yeah.
Okay.
and you can write this down however you want. These are a little bit longer, but you can just write priest.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh no.
You wonder
Sorry, what?
you wonder why the priest in Wasby bought explosives and why are his clothes so filthy.
Okay. Wait. What am I writing down?
Just write priest. Explosives? Question
You are
mark.
an 11-year-old boy. so-
Dirty
Yeah. Avoid the priest with explosives.
Yeah.
You know.
Maybe I just do roll one.
Actually, the priest with explosives, you could probably trust a little more than the priest without explosives.
Listen, he might be
That priest
digging
with
a little
explosives.
boy room in his basement or something. I
With
wouldn't have-
explosives? Oh,
Yes.
like he was digging it
Yeah.
out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Minecraft.
Like,
Like my
oh god.
Your second NPC.
Okay.
And did you everyone who I rolled for yesterday for NPCs? Did you all see that? And
I'm writing that down. Yeah.
Okay. Your second NPC, your teacher Nicholas, is the only teacher that you have ever liked, but now he's in the hospital and he won't wake up from whatever nightmares he's had.
Okay.
So you can just write teacher, comma Nicholas, and you like him. The only teacher that you've ever.
Okay.
How should I like show that my luck points? I don't have that many because it has space for 5, but I only have 2.
Just color in.
Okay.
Leave 2 uncolored. Would be
All about
how I
color.
would do it.
All about color.
Or draw X's or something. All about the Benjamins.
Almost did not want to say that.
And now it's on stream, so everyone's heard it.
I couldn't think of the word. I was like,
I think Heidi. I think you had picked your NPC.
I have them
didn't you?
already, yep.
Okay. Freaky Deaky.
Mm-hmm.
Tell the table a little bit about yourself. That's enough.
That's all I'm comfortable sharing.
Yeah.
I'm definitely an outsider. 14. Pretty much something you always catch me in my blue jeans, my green t-shirt, my jean jacket. Got the typical long shoulder length hair. Let's see, I've got a pet ferret.
Oh my gosh, yay! Don't you say, oh, you don't like ferrets, Mom. You think they stink.
Other people's ferrets are just fine.
Okay.
I just
Oh,
don't see them
they do
happen.
stink, but
They
in
are
the
very
80s, like,
yeah.
all my friends had ferrets. And I was
Aww.
but they stunk too much. My mom said no.
They're very, very
So when I saw that, I'm like, oh, I'm having a
Yeah.
In your face, Mom.
That's
Yeah.
right. Revenge. So there's. Are we supposed to like? Is any of this supposed to be secret, like my problem, or are they supposed to all know that?
Up to you.
All right.
We're your bestie.
I thought so. Okay. So
Yeah.
basically, what drives me is I'm always just looking for like weird, strange things that we don't necessarily understand what they are, maybe. So I'm just a very curious person in that way. My biggest problem is that occasionally I get beat up at school, and my anchor is my neighbor who doesn't do good in crowds. We struck it up because we're both kind of a little bit outsiders. Did I say 14? Yeah, I think it's 14. And as far as like, I'm really pretty good at being stealthy, pretty smart. I can dissect situations pretty quickly. And about 5'10", medium build, blonde hair. What else?
What makes you weird? What makes you typecast as the weirdo? You pee on yourself? Like, what do you do?
Oh my god!
What?
I thought you meant weird, like you just chew social norms or
I'm just a little kind of quiet and shy, and it comes across as an outsider, and I don't really feel the need to. I don't need a lot of friends. This group's enough, so I don't really care what anybody else really thinks most of the time.
What do you think about school?
It's cool. I mean, I do okay in school. I mean, it comes natural to me that I don't have to try. Necessary evil.
What's your favorite subject?
I think I said algebra. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, no wonder you're the weird kid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
You like
actually
math?
that's actually real. I actually love algebra.
That's crazy.
Like I said,
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you'd like to share?
I think that's it.
All right. Blast. Tell us a little bit something about you.
I don't remember answering half those questions. But yeah. Last, huge into black metal. Starting a band, you know.
Mhm.
Got our first EP out. Let's tape and have it, you know. But yeah.
Are you
just
black?
Black metal.
This is
Black metal's actually
Okay.
Someone
Yeah.
buy their black.
Black metal
Yeah.
sounds good. Maybe.
Yes. No. Oh, I was thinking of very bad.
You're being silly.
Yeah.
It's the 80s.
not
It's
cultural
Oh, yeah,
fine.
yeah. None of that matters.
We all know that Heidi's a big old fat racist. So.
Yeah.
She's a hick. It's okay.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
They're all
She's just in
I hadn't
Yeah.
met or seen a black person until I was 13.
Are you talking her? Or...
No,
That's
me
crazy.
in real life.
That's
I grew up in New Hampshire. And
Me
they're
too.
just-
And
Yeah.
I am.
The Cosby Show.
I
That
was
was
the same
my
way.
only.
Ninth grade was the first time I went to school that I knew of where I recognized that there were black kids. There was actually one family, and their last name was White. Oddly enough.
I got very lucky. I don't recall. You know, I grew up in Springfield, so depending on what part of town you were in,
The Haitians would
it
eat your
would be
dog.
mixed.
Oh my god, mother.
This was before Haitians.
Shoot!
A long time before the Haitians.
Your dogs were sick.
But luckily, after my parents divorced and we moved to Huber, the very first person I made friends with was a black kid that lived up the street. And we ended up becoming best friends, and we spent all of our days together. And so that was like, I think that was huge for my maturity and development. I would have hated to not have had that experience as a white suburban kid, because God knows how I would have.
You would have ended up like Jimmy and all of them.
I don't think so, because they had black friends too. So
They
it was
did, and
something
they're
else.
still like that?
Yeah. There
What
was,
the
Yeah.
fucker?
there was,
Let's see, I have black friends. I can say that word.
Yeah.
No, his friend group. Yeah. I mean, childhood friend group.
Oh god. Oakwood Public Schools, man.
Oh, yeah.
I remember the first time I ever met this girl. I'd never seen her before. We went over from one of my friend's house to her house. She was next door. It was like a party thing. And we're all just hanging out on the couch. And she's like, hey, do you want to see a picture of me in blackface as a kid? And I'm like, what?
That's unfortunate.
It turns out her mom dressed her up as the bus lady. I forget her name.
Rosa Parks?
Yes!
Oh!
As Rosa Parks for a school day. Blackface and all. It was insane.
That's so unfortunate.
I know.
Oh.
But
That-
now
and she volunteered to show that,
And
like,
I didn't ask. I didn't ask to see it. She just showed it to me.
yeah.
Probably to her, there's no big deal about it. It's fine. You know,
I guess.
Okay. Well, anyway, Blast.
Anyway, yeah, so 14.
Black metal.
Right.
14 into true metal, true cult. That's
Mhm.
right.
Gatekeeper.
Don't listen to any of that crap. Yeah. Nor am. Yeah, so 14, gonna make it big once we get to high school next year, if assuming, you know, Americanizing their school system, honestly. But yeah. But
Do you have a name for your band? Would you have a band, or is it you play everything?
I play everything. It's a solo project.
Do you have a name? Did you just go by Blast?
Yeah.
The solo project.
I am the band. The band is me.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Right. Hey, Prince, I get it.
There's Lenny Kravitzing over here. He plays the whole.
Prince,
every-
Madonna,
yeah.
Cher. I mean, it's all long legacy of single name performers.
Great.
Cool.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, unfortunately though, girlfriend, family's moved to Norway.
Hmm.
And so I figured out a way I gotta make it rich so I can move there too.
Does she live here in town with
She does right now.
Where's the set?
Sweden?
Okay.
Which is very Americanized, but there are some differences. Not so many that it's unrecognized. What's the furthest you've traveled from your hometown?
Family used to vacation down south, you know. Once we went to Iceland. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty far.
Yeah. So I mean, I've gone over Norway. You know. Looks pretty.
Okay.
Are you pining for the fjords?
Anything else you'd like to share with the group?
Yeah, I mean, you all know about my parents. So that's the big problem. Freaking goody two shoe Christians, and they And Dad, one time he saw me walking and beat the crap out of me. Asshole. Yeah. Can't wait to get away from them too. So yeah, don't tell anyone. But yeah.
Plan.
No.
I took care of it.
How do you pronounce your character's name, Heidi?
Angela.
Is Ingela just like
Yeah.
Okay. Anything like to share about Ingela to the group? Things that they would know about her, things that they would are obvious.
I mean, they all know that I have grown up on the family farm and I'm hardworking. You know, I help with the sheep, I help with the chickens, blah, blah, blah. I'm really good with animals. I don't like people as much, but I really like animals. I have this Falgund named Siggy, who's my constant companion, that little dog. It's like the Swedish version of a corgi. I figured that would be appropriate for friend set. But he's a herding dog and he's really, really smart.
Is that the weird one you sent me a picture of?
Yes.
They're so weird.
They're wonderful.
They look so unproportionate.
It looks like the corgi.
I was going to say, have you seen
took on
our
the
dog
genetic
Oliver?
imagery.
Yeah. And school, whatever, not that interested, but I really love going out hunting solo, and there's an older hunter that has shown me some of the islands that have Stone Age relics and everything, and I don't know, just makes my imagination go and feel like there's more to the world than meets the eye, which is kind of why I dig you. Like, you know, you kind of have that sense too that there's more than what we know. Real practical kid, kind of a people pleaser, a little bit quiet. 15, I forgot to say that. What else? What else should I say? Oh yeah, somebody's been poisoning our animals, and I'm not sure. Does that mean like the family farm animals or in the town? Like
It's up to
our
you.
animals?
What do you think?
I would say the town would be more interesting.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
animals around town are
Right.
being poisoned, including the
Right.
animals on your farm.
She's
Okay.
very invested, wants to figure out more about that.
Okay. What's your favorite food?
Cheese
Cheese?
that I made, yeah.
Like goat cheese? Or
No,
cheese?
sheep cheese.
Sheep
No, yeah, like Mizithra, that kind
Sheep cheese.
Ziggy cheese.
Cheese.
Yeah.
Cheese.
Like a bowl of cheese?
of. Yeah, I wasn't prepared for you to ask me that, so I just said it was maybe.
That's okay.
Yeah, I didn't cover
It's
any of
recorded
my
now. It's
Yeah.
forever. It's going to affect the rest of the game.
Okay.
I didn't cover any of
Uh-oh.
the
Okay.
interpersonal relationships. Should we cover that?
Right.
We will.
Gotcha. Oh, I love punk music. It's,
Punk music?
yeah, funk. Like,
Funk music.
yeah, none of my friends really listen to it, but for some reason, I like to jam to that while I'm getting my chores done.
What's the funk scene in Sweden like? 80s?
It's very small.
Mm.
There's a lot more in London and New York. I dig it.
Listen to Venom. They're pretty funky.
Okay, good. I'll give it a try. Oh, she thinks you're cute, so like, yeah, gets all flustered, right?
Okay.
Something different.
Understandable.
Yeah, as does everyone.
Chip.
My
I
name
didn't
is
put you on the spot, but
Lucas, but I go by Chip. 13 years old. I also get beat up by bullies a lot. I think me and Freaky Deaky Frank probably have a understanding and friendship because I'm sure they were probably chased by bullies at the same time, and kind of get understand each other for that. But yeah, I'm a computer geek. Really like playing around on computers. Started a computer club at school. They've got a very small lab, which gives us about half a computer, but still. We get together, trade games, things like that, and I'm very proud that no one's ever beaten him at Chess Master 2000.
Heck yeah.
So yeah, kind of scrawny, wears glasses, basically, me and that time.
before I forget,
Getting beat road.
one other thing you get put on your sheet.
Yeah.
Every kid has an
Sure.
iconic item. It's
Okay.
an item that no one else can use.
Okay.
It can't be lost or destroyed unless you want it
can't
to be
use my
lost or
dog.
destroyed.
Okay.
It's sort of your signature item, the thing
Can't
that
use
you're
my
known
finger.
for.
Okay.
It gives you a certain bonus if you can
But
use
they can
your
use it.
item to help you solve a problem.
I mean, probably.
Okay.
You can get a bonus to your roll to see if you solve the problem.
Yep.
Your iconic item is a knife.
Okay.
My iconic
A
item
knife.
is
No.
Oh my
my calculator watch.
Oh,
Oh.
that is so cool, man. Oh my god, the future is
And I
here.
checked those were like time appropriate to have on 87. So.
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
Mm-hmm. I had me a
Is it
cat
sealed too?
had all these phone
Yeah.
numbers in it.
Yeah. Like
Or make
successfully
it
if you can
moves.
use
Yeah.
it.
Or
the
moves.
buttons are that big.
Always.
Still,
Yeah.
to your you get 2 additional dice.
Oh,
Train.
thank you. There was one that came by this morning that tooted the whole way.
Really?
Like
And
every
that's
like,
never happened.
That's what
It was hauling cabbage.
Is there another word for that? What was
Through the horn.
Honking.
honk? Is it a honk?
Like honk. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I had to.
I forgot to say her nickname's Sparky because
Sparky,
she's
okay.
the only one that can keep the tractor going. She's really good at tinkering and figuring out mechanical stuff. So
That's what Jodie Foster's character's nickname was in Contact. Sparky. Her dad called her Sparky or Sparks or something like that.
my grandpa called me Peanut once, and it made me so happy.
Peanut.
Oh,
That's what I
Peanut.
call
That's
Bun Bun.
adorable.
Bun Bun's my little peanut butter.
Yeah. See, I told you he calls her peanut
Yeah,
butter.
he does.
What is Chip's experience with robots?
He's fascinated by them. And once he's found a few broken down ones and kind of fooling around them to kind of see if he can figure out what makes them tick and things like that. He's definitely interested in. Not as much I'm just
The kind of positive experience.
positive, yeah.
Okay. And
experience.
If you're gonna rub my hands.
Yeah, you're making me nervous now.
actually, I'm going to go back and ask this of everyone. Do you actually 2 questions? Freaky Deaky. First, are your parents still married, or were they ever married?
They're just
We'll
like
say they're
common and
divorced.
sweet and back.
Divorced.
I don't think I knew. Yep.
And do you have any siblings?
Nope.
Blast. What about you?
They're together. I mean, no love, but they're together. I got a younger sister.
Ingolad?
I'm assuming they're married. We've never really talked about it. Big of a deal, Sweden, but I have
They're married and also cousins.
Kissing cousins.
yeah. We're not that kind of hick, but I have an older brother and 2 younger brothers and a younger sister.
Okay. A big family.
They're little.
I mean, you need farm hands, so
Yeah.
you might as well make them yourself. Well, it didn't work out for me so well.
Chip.
They're still married.
Okay. And do you have any brothers or sisters?
How about now? Are they still married now?
So
What about now? How about now? They just got back together.
How many brothers and sisters have you?
there's rumors that I have a half brother across town.
Okay.
But I don't know if that's true or not.
All right. Anything else you'd like to share with the group?
No.
Thank you, Chip. I'm going to put you on the spot.
All right.
Just a little bit. We know your character is 11. This is your first time meeting him.
Yeah.
So, do you want to keep it at him?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you seen the picture pop up yet?
No.
At one point it'll pop up. If anyone sees Nick will pop up, everyone
Okay.
pointing and scream.
Yeah.
You think your parents are still married?
No.
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
No.
In what way
Maybe.
has your problem gone from bad to worse?
Wait, sorry, say again?
In what way has your problem gone
Um,
from bad to worse?
I don't know.
What is your problem?
Parents.
You just don't understand.
They don't understand. They don't understand me.
Say that you're good for nothing.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Really, it's bad enough. I don't know.
How could that get worse?
I don't know.
Man made up.
Oh.
It's like, how would you think, like, if someone's parents, like, kind of treated them like dirt already?
Kick me out.
What would
Maybe
make
if they
that
have
worse?
abandonment or
They
something.
kicked me out.
Abandonment?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe you're living in the bunker. So the group has this abandoned bunker that is sort of their hideout.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go check every time.
Maybe Nickel is living in the bunker.
Okay.
How nice is this bunker we're talking about?
It's
Like a hobbit that went bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's shelter.
Yeah.
Yeah. The popular kid's
sent a
too
picture.
scared to go in there without someone nearby
Yeah.
because she thinks there's going to be like ghosts around
It's
everything.
an old, half-submerged civil defense bunker outside town. It's overgrown and mostly forgotten. The
Interesting.
entrance is hidden by moss and tree roots. Inside, power sometimes flickers on. There's old equipment with Loop-era logos and a rusted access hatch that leads deeper, which is currently jammed. You guys haven't been able to open it. So, I don't know how much you saw in the text thread, but this game is set in the 80s, first of all.
Yeah.
Technology has advanced in certain areas beyond what we currently have even now in 2025.
So in the 80s?
Mostly because of technology. Have you ever heard of the particle accelerator? Have you ever heard of those? We have a couple really huge rings where they send particles smashing into each other at high speeds, and then they record the results of what happens when these guys smash together. Well, the technology for loops, which are these big particle accelerators, is greatly advanced in this version of the 1980s, and there is one of the largest loops, I think, on Earth is in Sweden, kind of the next island over from where all of you live as kids. So whenever anything is referred to whenever we refer to the loop, we're referring to the giant particle accelerator that is over there.
Yeah.
About 4 kilometers away to the northwest. So yeah, we could say that Nickel is living in the bunker at the moment because your parents kicked you out. Yeah. Okay. I think that sounds good.
Nickel.
I was literally just pulling it up too, so I could show you. Yeah, that's crazy.
So it's I'm sorry to jump in. Is the loop northwest of our bunker or northwest of town?
Both. Well, I mean, your bunker is just outside of town, so it's northwest, both from town and from your bunker.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Nickel. Jack.
All right.
What would you like to share?
Oh gosh. A lot of things. My name is Jackie. I'm 13. I'm from America, actually. My dad moved here. My dad moved us all here because he got a job at that Loop thing. He's some kind of nuclear engineer, whatever. I kind of hate Swedish food, but it's okay, I guess. I miss my best friend from home. Her name was also Jackie, but we called her Jackie R because I was the real Jackie, you know? Yeah.
Hate fake Jack.
Hey, talk nice about Jackie R.
We love Jackie.
Jackie, I'm so kind of like intimidated by her, but how is she so comfortable with everybody?
Trick is pretending.
It really is.
It really is.
What does Jackie dream about at night?
Jackie R, but we don't talk about that.
Now, is that Jackie R in that picture of the two of them?
Yeah. Jackie R is actually her secret girlfriend from back home.
Can you resend that picture to the to the chat thread?
I can
That's funny because probably every guy in the entire middle school has a crush on her.
Yeah, probably.
And what is your iconic item?
My iconic item is a bag of bouncy balls. It's kind of silly, but one of the things she does is if she really likes you, then she'll give you a bouncy ball out of this little like drawstring bag. And those are kind of like
bouncy ball?
What?
Does anyone in the group have a bouncy ball?
Honestly, probably not. I'm sorry.
Not yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
No.
I mean, come on, she's popular.
Yeah, maybe the jock, but
Yeah,
that's
Chip definitely
probably no. It's a real 1% type thing.
Okay.
It's like a status symbol. Yeah.
Like a penguin
I
pen.
got
There's the Jackies.
Oh, it reminds me of Shrinking. The one
Yes, the
character she
polished
gives
rocks.
Nice.
Yeah. Has everyone here watched Tales from the Loop?
No.
Has anyone? No.
It's a
pretty
thing?
good. Yeah.
It's a series on Netflix. It only is on
Amazon?
one season. Huh?
I thought it was on Prime.
I can't, maybe it was on Prime.
Don't lie to us.
It's on my
Netflix
thing.
I might have been. Dark is another one that's kind of in the same
Yeah, I watched
sort
Dark.
of feel.
Yeah.
Same sort of, it feels kind of similar, the universe, but it's different. And Dark is German made actually, but yeah, Tales from the Loop was on for one season. Might have been Amazon.
And it was more like Black Mirror because they weren't necessarily related, each of the shows. I mean,
Some of them
they were
were. Some of them
area.
did have
yeah.
some sort of link. But yeah, it's called Tales from the Loop. It's on Amazon. It's definitely worth watching.
Is it about the
It's
game?
pretty good. It's based in the same world,
Okay.
but it's some different stories.
Yeah, it's
Being told. Yeah, it's definitely worth watching. Anything else, Jackie, that you'd like to share? What about your parents? Are your parents still together?
Yes, her parents are still together. Her dad is a nuclear technician of some sort, and her mom just likes getting drunk. So, you know.
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
Maybe one younger brother, but you won't see her making an appearance with him in public.
Okay.
He's kind of a stay-at-home brother. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Well, thank you.
Mhm.
That leaves me burping.
Nice.
Excuse me. Sorry, I just drank a Coke. I usually don't drink these, but I really want today for some reason. Tony, tell us a little bit about nerds.
Yeah, so my name's Willie Bergman. I get a nickname Nerds because I'm pretty much basically I'll do most of the things around that people dare me to do. I really can't handle somebody calling me chicken or saying, that I wouldn't have the nerve to do something. So probably more famously on my bike, my iconic item is a BMX bike that I pretty much
Nice.
stay on, and I've known to do some pretty crazy things off of that bike. And when someone's challenging me or testing me to do something, I'm the jock. But I think probably why I get along with this group some is I don't think I consider myself the typical beefy meathead kind of jock. I'm a pretty responsible person. I'm engaging. I'm not necessarily the most friendliest. Sometimes I can be a little anxious and suspicious, and like I said, I pretty much get pretty annoyed when people do something better than me or think that I can't do something. But generally, my drive is to do the right thing. It tends to be my personality to try my best to do the right thing. My parents separated when I was real young, so I've had basically a single mom and my brother, pretty much to make it through all of middle school. All of most of elementary early on when he left. So I've kind of had to lean on my brother as my, not quite my dad, but basically the person that I would kind of look up to. My mom's, single working mom, and when she has time, not working, she's pretty much trying to live her best life. And, she's gone. A lot of weekends at home just by myself with my brother. My brother, running around with his friends, so not really a lot of supervision over me. Kind of just doing my own thing, mostly doing some bad stuff, a little bit of here and there, but nothing horrible. I try to usually do the right thing and stay out of trouble as best I can.
And how old are you?
And I think some of the reasons why we get along, this group together too, is we all kind of have that common thread of divorced parents, and that kind of set up heading into our time where it's more and more common amongst your friends to have parents that are separated to be raised by a single parent.
And how old is Nerds?
14.
14. What does your room look like?
It's a little bit of kind of an eclectic room. I have a little bit of mix. I do have a a Commodore 64. I'm not very good at it,
Nice.
but
Chip is interesting.
I do have a Commodore 64 with a tape backup, and the most I can do is a little bit of GW Basic, just a little bit, but that's about it. I really don't have much. I said I needed it, and my mom's like, "Here, let me get a computer to help you with your schooling and things like that." It's over there, but it's not something that I'm particularly versed at. And other than that, just some kind of iconic brand stuff, some Swatch posters, and was that a thing there? I think that was a thing there.
Back in the 80s, typically people would wear 4 or 5 of them to turn
That's
different
so weird.
directions on the arm.
Hi.
80s.
So weird.
Collectibles. There were all kinds of different colors and patterns.
I
Also
thought that
known
was
for
the
using
thing.
decimal time. There are 1,000
Yeah.
units in a day, and the 0th one is like at midnight in Switzerland.
Interesting.
I did not know that.
Okay.
I did
So yeah, I had the multiple Swatch watches on my arms. And I even had a Swatch umbrella that I have like hanging up. I had a lot of watch stuff, and a couple trophies, stuff like that. My track shoes, things like that I did as sports.
So is that your main sport of interest? Is track?
Yeah, track and running.
Okay. All right. Thank you, nerds. Now this is for the entire group.
7.
Correct. All right, that one's easy.
That's what I rolled too.
know. Chip's good. Ah,
What other? Who dislikes your group in town? Like who is out there that is sort of in opposition to your group? Another group of kids, a particular business owner, who is who doesn't like your group?
A lot of the popular kids try and give me shit for hanging out with some of the undesirables, but I go for the jugular. I shut them down pretty quick before they can try and cause stuff. At least I do my best to.
there's some girls who wanted to be part of it because of Blast and because of nerves. But they aren't. They just aren't part of the group. They're not. They're not like us.
A couple other bands that I mean, play shit music.
Yeah.
Look at that. What are they? This is covers.
Oh my god.
Lame.
Found a picture of what if you imagine like a pop rock band from Sweden in the 80s might look like. That's what this band looked like. It was like the textbook definition of a Swedish pop rock band in the 80s. Just all blonde, all white,
Lots
leather
of
fringed jackets, very
feathered
poofy,
hair.
yeah.
They probably think Metallica's hardcore.
Probably.
Yeah.
Idiots.
Probably.
Yeah, I was looking for recordings of Sweden had 2 official television stations in the 80s. There were both state-sponsored stations, SVT1 and SVT2. And so I was looking for like if anyone recorded like length of Swedish television from the 80s just to see the kind of stuff that they were watching. And there was like sort of an MTV style show where they had live acts performing, and like Aha was one of the bands that played, and then there were a couple other acts that I actually kind of recognized. But yeah, this hard rock band was one of them. They were called, oh, that's right. It was funny because there was a misspelling. The band was called Guardian Angels, but they misspelled it on the title card in the
It's
show,
not
so it was Guardian
Angels.
Angels.
Oh my god!
Nice.
I was like, I had to look it up, and I'm like, is it a typo or was it on purpose?
Yeah.
Guardian Angels.
That is
Yeah.
fantastic.
I'm 45. I'm 31. I'm obtuse.
That's
Was it a cute mistake?
No, but like someone do a Google search of Swedish Guardian Angel band on their phone. Do it. And I'll jot some of the things down. So we got other group of girls who are jealous that you guys got like hot dudes in your group. Other bands, other popular kids. Who wants to be in your group other than the girls?
Anyway,
I don't know, restaurants or stores or something like that.
I did get kicked out of a steakhouse called. It was like
Fork,
one
fork,
of those
fork?
all-you-can-eat things.
Why'd you get kicked out in real life?
No,
Wait, why'd you get kicked out?
We were.
Ryan's Golden Corral.
No.
Did you find them? There it is, gold,
Ponderosa.
guardian angles.
It was
Oh,
Ponderosa.
Ponderosa.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Ponderosa. Yeah, that's about right.
Maybe in universe, the local corner store, Nichols tried to take me shoplifting, but I wasn't very good at it, and I got caught.
Yeah, exactly. That happened.
I mean, the police try to keep an eye on groups of kids.
Mhm.
And we may not be very trustful of the police, but I apparently have a relationship with Ingmarie Blanking, an officer, because she asked me if I could help
So
her
you
out.
can like
on
totally
her boat
blackmail
this
her about that relationship.
weekend. Well, she did ask me out on her boat this weekend if I could help her on her boat. So
Whoa.
I don't know.
Whoa.
I don't know.
Do not go into an enclosed space with a pig for
Yeah.
any amount.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially not on international waters.
Yes. No. Mm-mm.
It's not. It's all sweet. It's fine.
That was,
Yeah.
that was
I mean, they might give you like Bud Light or something. That's fucking near water.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Does anyone else?
If you take you on the boat looking for the little man, tell her no.
Is there anyone else in town who has been trying to join your group, but you haven't let in, or anyone else who wants to be part of it? Part of it.
this guy who has a crush on me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone in the group knows that I'm a homosexual, but it kind
Oh,
of
you do?
stays within the group, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he another popular kid?
Yeah. Another popular kid. Bit of a Draco Malfoy type, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, very confident in himself. Hates
Yes.
poor people.
Yeah.
Okay. What does your group like to do as a group?
Steal things.
Really?
I do.
Yeah, no, the group.
Oh, the
not just
group?
you.
I don't know.
Girls.
Yeah.
I feel
Oh.
like we tried to do a summoning ritual
Yeah.
in the bunker,
And then we did
and
something
since then I
ritual.
refuse to like step foot in there without someone else by my side.
So you do like Ouija board stuff?
Yeah, exactly. Like we all snuck out and we had a sleepover in the big bunkers, like a dare
Mm.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it works really well because we just tell our folks we're staying at one of the other person's
Yep.
places.
I'm staying at Frank's house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
We're doing Bible study.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Greg and I used to do that all the time until it didn't work.
Wait, really?
Once you
Yeah,
get
because the
caught.
moms called each other.
Oh my god. So rude.
And when they
See,
do
the
that-
trick is to not let them get into contact with each other.
Yeah.
Or-
You gotta
To
start
have
out.
folks who don't give a shit about
Yeah.
where you are.
Yeah.
They're too busy with their own
Yeah,
stuff.
this is when we worked at the haunted house, and
Is that the one you got your foot poked at? Okay.
But we, as a group, my friend and I, and then a bunch of other kids, we were going to spend the night out at the haunted house, like Friday night or something like that. And so my friend Greg told his mom that he was spending the night with me at my house, and I told my mom that I was spending the night at Greg's house.
Oh
and
my
instead
God.
We both went to the haunted house, and we were all sitting out on the front porch listening to Quiet Riot. A couple of the kid couples were in the house having make-out sessions in the attic or in one of the scenes or whatever. But I didn't have a girlfriend, so I was just sitting out on the porch with a couple other people, and suddenly we see headlights coming down the
Oh,
long
poop.
driveway through the woods,
Uh-oh.
and here come my mom and Greg's mom
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
with kitchen knives
Oh my god.
No way.
because they didn't know what was going on. They didn't know if we were there or not.
That is
And
so
it was
sweet.
way out in the woods at night in the dark, like midnight.
How'd they find you guys?
Gosh.
They just guessed, like they
Oh.
talked to each other, and they're like, "Nope, they're not here.
Like
Nope, they're not
360.
here. Where could
Yeah,
they be?"
right.
Yeah, they might be at the haunted house. Let's go check.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I thought you meant
Where would kids go?
kitchen knives for you guys.
How old
Yeah,
are you?
that's-
No,
I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I think too. It's like, oh,
in case
scary
there's like
never even, I
homeless
guess.
people
Yeah.
in the haunted house and something, But
Yeah.
How old were you then?
14, 15 maybe,
Damn.
13, 14.
Were you allowed to spend the night in the haunted house?
We probably would have been allowed to if we would have actually just asked and was cool about it, but instead we tried to be all sneaky about it.
Oh my god.
But
Yeah.
the sneakiness is half the fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy, one of the kids that was with us was the son of the people who ran the house. So it's
Well,
not
that's
like
yeah.
we weren't breaking and entering. We had permission from
Yeah.
technically the owners to stay there. But,
Yeah.
but yeah, so that was fun. Okay, so you guys like to do Ouija board stuff, like magic things. What else do you guys like to do?
I love games and puzzles
Games and
and
puzzles?
like exploring the woods and
Yeah,
stuff.
like just exploring,
Yeah.
like
Like making traps.
finding what
and
weird things
stuff,
you can
just-
find.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys did find an abandoned bunker. That's pretty.
Yeah.
I always look at the discarded.
That's a good
technology.
find right there.
Clutch. You look at what?
The discarded technology.
Mhm.
I just kind of follow you around, and every time you make like a rabbit snare in the woods or something, I always quickly disarm it. So no, it's
Oh my god.
Yeah. That makes sense.
What type of hunting do you do? Is it bow hunting, gun hunting, knife hunting, spear hunting?
I like to fish, but yeah, it's an outlaw.
Low gun.
And that loud, yeah, hell yeah.
Well, because I am pretty into like all the Stone Age relics that are around and stuff like that. I would find that super cool. But yeah, I like bow hunting. That's what the older person that I really respect, fishing and bow hunting.
Okay.
It's just fun to hang out on one of the tiny islands by myself and spend a night and food.
And after she's done hunting, I always ask her for the bones. So I can keep the bones.
Okay.
and be weirdo.
That's
Yeah.
Jasper, not
No.
Nickel.
Yeah. But that would be me too, yeah. But
What does Nickel do with the bones?
just keep them because they're cool.
They're in the bunker?
Yeah.
Do you decorate with them?
Yes.
Do you have like bone chimes?
Oh my god. No.
Why wouldn't you?
I mean, maybe.
Bone
Yeah,
chimes
sure.
are cool.
Sure. Fun trap.
Do we
Yeah.
use them with the Ouija board?
Yeah, yeah.
Drop
We made our
put
own
'em on the
Ouija
tape.
board out of bones.
Yeah, and you can use them as drumsticks, for your band.
I use them like for artwork for the tape.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Hell
You
yeah.
have them
faces.
probably blast over your face or something.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god.
Well, you 15, 14?
14.
Yeah. So yeah.
I mean, I'm a couple years older than that and came up with the name, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, once you get to 14, isn't that where some things just stop?
Yeah, yeah.
Permanently.
Yeah.
So I'm going to butcher the pronunciation of a lot of these Swedish words, so apologies in advance. I did look some of them up phonetically just so I could get an idea of how they're pronounced, but I'm still not going to remember. But so it's summer on
You said
the
that
Malaren
perfectly.
Islands, huh?
You said that perfectly.
Yeah, yeah, good job.
That's one of the ones I practiced. School is on break now.
Nice.
Goes out for the summer.
Yes.
Thank
School's
God.
out.
Forever.
Christ. Dang it.
So, but it is summer break. The sun is up almost around the clock, and it is very hot.
Rude.
It get hot in Sweden. Southern Sweden.
Was
In the
there
summer?
for a summer and it was lovely. There was no.
It's hot and lovely.
Okay.
Birches, pines, ferns, and blackberry thickets cover the landscape. Mosquitoes plague those
No.
who venture out into the
No.
thickets and woods,
No.
where rabbits, foxes, and deer attend to their newly born. Along the shore, one can see small fish and flies that thrive in the seaweed. Children pick flowers and sorrel, swim, and play tag. Teenagers stay up all night, drinking cheap beer and racing souped-up mopeds. They try snuff for the first time, and they make out in badly pitched tents.
Yeah.
That's what I like to make out to be.
Yeah.
Badly pitched tents.
That's funny.
That's awesome.
The gardens smell of barbecues and fresh paint on the picket fences. The Swedish flag flies from flagpoles, and the radio program Summer can be heard from the verandas at 1 p.m. every day. Freshly caught fish from one of the fishermen down at the harbor. Homegrown new potatoes and strawberries are eaten in large quantities, and yet you hate Swedish.
Mhm.
Yeah.
At the kiosk,
Swedish fish.
the GB clown tempts young and old with ice cream, storstrut, and lakstrikpuk.
Oh wow. Great.
My favorite.
That's delicious lakstrikpuk.
Nice.
It's LAKRITSPUCK. Lakritz puck. Lakritz puck.
Yeah.
Lakritz puck. Anybody know what that is?
Sure.
Just say it bouncy.
Who wants to Google lots prick lot
Lots of prick.
lot tits
Google
puck?
lots of prick.
Lot Brits puck. LAKRITSPUCK.
Whoa. L-A-K.
Yeah.
I can remember that.
You know when
Store strut.
inflation's
I'll
so
Google
bad.
store
Remember,
strut.
I was a husband. I can remember 3 things. That's it. 3 things.
You got the first 3 letters.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay.
Is that Willem
Based
Dafoe?
on hedgehog.
Yeah.
Is that Willem Dafoe?
Inflation
Yes,
is
that's from,
a fetish where things are like
Platoon.
Inflated
like a
So-
balloon.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Yes.
So
Done
store
a lot of
strut,
research into this one.
Wow.
for those interested, store strut is an ice cream cone that was launched in the 60s and consists of a baked wafer with vanilla ice cream dipped in a thick layer of dark chocolate.
And then there's fish in it for some reason because it's sweet.
That's fish and everything.
Yeah.
Right. Well, this is a fermented cod liver, so
Oh,
you know, it's the best. Jasper used to love that.
I said
It's a-
okay.
He
Okay.
preferred it to butter on your toast.
And
Lord.
Anyways.
That's why
So,
your brain's so smart.
literally translates to licorice puck. The stick ice cream. On the
That's
outside, it looks like an iced hockey puck and consists of vanilla ice cream with a licorice sauce and licorice coating.
That sounds disgusting. It sounds vile.
I mean, it sounds good other than the licorice part. I don't like black
Please
licorice.
Satan accept me, so I no longer
Oh.
have to
See, that's why he likes that kind because it's like
Yeah.
the sweet, nice little ice cream, but in the inside, in the center,
It's got a
is the
bite.
bitter, awful black parts. Just
Yeah.
like you. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Yummy.
Freaky deaky. Chips.
Chips.
So it's the first day of summer break, and you find yourself sitting in the dark front room of Nicholas, your agoraphobic neighbor, who might be the one person you feel the most comfortable around.
Wait, Nicholas, that's the teacher?
No, that's his agoraphobic neighbor.
Why is there 2
More than
Nicholases?
one Nicholas.
Because there's
Oh my
more than
God.
one person with
Okay.
There's 2 Jackies. There's 3 actually if you count the other Jack.
Yeah.
You have a bloody nose from being punched by some locals, and Chip is sitting next to you with a scraping knee.
Oh,
No
bull,
accord.
How'd you scrape your knee?
Yeah.
bullies.
Holy
Nicholas has a new
Very
Commodore
grunty.
Amiga right over there on the desk.
Yeah, geez.
Currently running a pause game of Pop
And the
Ups.
bees.
You can see that he's
I'm looking over there like,
Have you played that one?
Are you good at
I haven't played that
Minesweeper?
one yet. Have you played that one?
No, I don't get access to computers very often unless I'm with you. So, go check it out.
All right. Is Nick going to be okay with that? I don't care. I'm already playing it. Yeah, the new Amiga, it's really got
just save it and start a new game.
K of RAM to it, and
He tosses you a wet towel through your nose.
Thank you.
Wait. Why do you
Ram.
Bullies.
Bullies.
Bullies got to me again.
Oh.
And Chip, he skinned his knee.
Skinned his knee?
You have a little
No more skin on his knee.
jeans are
Ugh.
ripped on
Yeah.
your knee where
Gross.
I was pushed down.
Get knocked down.
I got up again.
Yeah.
Get down.
Was it the same ones that normally get me, or because normally it's the headbangers? That's why I only halfway trust him. He's the only one that's ever been nice to me though, so I sort of trust him. But it's all his friends that always pick on me.
Now that you brought up last, I think how the Amiga was known for like multimedia processing capabilities. Like I bet we could use this and like Wes could like run his guitar through here and we could get some like really sweet sounds to it.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, those are the same ones.
16-bit
I
sound?
think I could add some synth stuff, man. That's like
I'm
our
already looking
second
at the
wave.
games to see if there's
We could start a whole second wave of black metal.
Oh, hell yeah.
How long do you
Second
want to
wave
hang out at
black metal.
Nicholas's house? Take off to do something else. I mean, summer break, you guys got the day to do whatever you want.
It's actually really done well.
That's true.
I mean, Chip's honestly fine with just playing this Amiga all
I was
summer
gonna
long.
say, we will have to pull Chip
So
out.
unless we've got plans with anything like that, like I don't know what's going to take to.
I mean, you assume you're going to
In
meet
real
the
life.
rest of the group at the bunker at some point.
Okay.
Oh yeah, do we have like
If it's
a
early.
do we have a friends cafe kind of deal with the bunker? Like, do we all just meet up there at the same time?
You
Well,
tell
we,
me.
we just go, like,
I
we would go
assume
after
so,
school and
yeah.
stuff, you know.
Mm.
I go when I'm
Do we have
done with
beepers yet?
chores.
No, no beepers.
Done with
No
chores.
pagers.
Oh, walkie-talkies. We could have walkie-talkies.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Which one of us is rich? You're probably rich.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Walkie-talkies. Oh yeah, the good kind that are like almost a full block. You can go.
Oh my god.
If the batteries last
They
5
have like
minutes.
3 channels instead of 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3-channel
Speaking of,
walkie-talkie.
that just reminded me. Like I remember when I was a kid, I had a pair of walkie-talkies, and they would only about 200 meters away, probably.
Wow.
But it was great for like when my sisters had sleepovers. I would take string and wrap it around the listen to button, and I would slide it underneath their bed, and I could eavesdrop on their girlfriend talk all night long.
Damn.
Yeah.
I
Damn.
think there was a crafty bone in your body, but
Oh.
look at that.
Yeah.
I-
Comes to sneaking on girls, he's the craftiest.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wow, that's sneaky.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
We should go talk Blast about the multimedia stuff on this. I bet he would.
Yeah, and tell him again to tell his friends to leave us alone.
Oh, well, that too. Yeah.
I feel like we can't go anywhere.
I would say that there's a very good chance that you guys, no reason why you wouldn't have, maybe a pair of walkie-talkies, but who would carry them?
I have 2 cups and some string.
Nice.
Oh, we could do like maybe some signals or something.
Can you
like
yodel?
A place that we all pass through.
Yes, actually.
But you can bring
but
animals
six-
wheel.
Oh!
God.
Yeah, signal sounds like a really good idea. Oh my
Can't
gosh.
mistake that for anything else.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot other like factories in the town and things like that.
Not in the town itself, but there are factories on other. I mean,
I'm
everything.
just
The
wondering-
next closest town is like 11 kilometers away.
Okay. Well, I just think like a factory or something might like have a whistle or a bell that blows at a certain time every day, and I wonder if like we'll use some sort of like very loud audible signal to know that hey, we're supposed to meet at a certain time.
Probably. I
Okay.
don't see why not. I mean, there are. Like, it may not be necessarily in town, but there's certainly factory. The Loop, you can see the 3
Right.
cooling towers from your town.
I'm just in the classic like factory. The bell rings, it's lunch break, and everyone goes.
I was gonna say in the town I grew up in, like the church had bells that
maybe
always
church,
rang
yeah.
at noon on
I forgot
Saturday.
those exist.
Yeah.
So you were saying that
I wish.
Oh yeah.
there's a local factory bell that sounds at a certain time every day,
Like
and
French
that's sort of
Flintstone.
your group's kind of
Let's mosey towards the bunker.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what time does that happen? What time does the bell ring?
Shift change or noon?
Yeah.
Lunchtime.
420.
It might be a little too on the nose, but we're actually listening to score from Stranger Things.
Nice.
Nice.
I mean, you're a rocker, so you're not going to want to get up early. So, yeah, the middle of the day,
Okay.
middle of the afternoon, something
Sure.
like that.
It is
That way I can get my
still
chores done first.
early on this day. It is well before
Them.
the bells are going to ring for the bunker. Is there anything specific you would like to discuss at your neighbor's house before we move on to the next kid? Do you think you might just hang out there until the bell sounds?
Yeah, because he just lets us have a place to crash.
The only people he would let crash.
Yeah.
And the only reason Chip's there is because you asked for it.
Oh yeah.
Is this shut-in person that you're talking about? Is it an adult or another kid?
It's an adult. It's a neighbor
Okay.
that I just
That you kind of befriended and yeah.
yeah. But he's kind of like me. He's like a loner, doesn't like around people, so he's kind of struck it up and joining friends, joining each other. We can sit there for hours and not say a word, and we're both fine with that. So
He's got a huge stack of
Yeah, he's a
Playboys.
agoraphobic.
Oh my god.
I don't get
She
why you
was
have
like-
a problem with the lunch.
The only thing that can grab your attention from the
from the
computer.
computer.
It's boobs, yes.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Agoraphobic.
87 was the year that the
That's
GIF
good
was
too.
invented.
That's great.
Really?
Okay.
The what?
A GIF. A GIF. however you want to.
Oh,
The file type.
they existed in the games?
87.
That's crazy.
Did
not realize
invented by
that.
CompuServe.
Also, when the Commodore Amiga was released, which is why
Really?
Yeah, it was a guy who was working for
I
CompuServe.
had to give him something that Chip would have been like, ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, new thing.
I think Chip's probably read about it in like a magazine or
He only
something.
died a year or two ago.
He gets the Nintendo Power magazine, probably.
Blast.
But
Around the same time, you are hanging out at the music store with Thor.
With Thor.
Listening to a new bootleg by a German death metal band called Flesh Crawl.
heck,
Yes, they actually exist. Scene for me. What's going on?
yes, I mean it's the small, just there isn't a huge demand for tapes and stuff in our town, so it's just like 2 aisles. I mean, you got all the different sections. We just kind of hang out back behind the counter, one ear each on the headphones stuff as he's playing it. Just kind of bang along. This dude, he's a guy that works at the store, kind of a bit of a junkie, but he's a solid dude.
A music junkie or a drug junkie?
Drug junkie.
Okay.
But I mean, he knows his stuff. He doesn't care. He's got life figured out. Make money,
He's
live,
of what, 19?
maybe.
Yeah.
He's got it figured out.
Yeah.
He's got
Yeah.
I got all the answers.
Once you get
Getting
that,
a fresh
I
crawl.
mean,
I'm picturing him like John Cusack from High Fidelity, like he owns the record store and you're the guy that just shows up there every day and he's eventually going to give you a job just because you're there every day anyway. And
Basically, I mean, I know a bunch of stuff. I know every tape in the metal section, and that is the only section for the news people.
Yeah.
But,
And you hate it when customers are in there looking through that section because they always put stuff back in the wrong place.
Mhm.
You gotta
Yeah.
go back in and fix
Yeah,
it.
that's so
I know.
rude.
Composers.
Yeah,
they don't know the
exactly.
difference between like death metal, black metal, thrash, atmo, new wave, British. I mean, they're so different. What the hell? People get it straight.
I actually listened to a little bit of Flesh Crawl. Pretty good. For German death metal. Anything else going on there? You're just gonna hang out there for a while until bunker time.
Probably hanging out there. I mean, what am I going to do when I go home? Like, put everything back in my backpack and go and prim and proper. Oh, I'm here doing my homework, cleaning my room.
Work.
Fuck you, Dad.
That's fine.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't be myself there.
Okay. All right. So camera moves, flashes through town, down the street, out into the boonies where we
The
come
what?
across the boonies.
What?
You ever heard of the boonies?
No.
It's just out of in the country, in the sticks.
Oh, okay, okay.
Ingela, you're standing, frustrated, your hands in your pockets, looking down at another batch of poisoned grain that someone dumped over your fence line.
Interesting.
really?
That's so rude.
Well, then I know why some of the animals are dying.
You know they're being
how do I
poisoned,
know? How do I know that the grain is poison?
Because you've already lost some animals.
There's
Okay.
a dead squirrel on
And it's
top.
mysterious,
It's
random
green.
stuff
It's
that's been
green.
thrown over.
There's a sign
Yeah.
with a skull and crossbones.
It's very odd.
You tried to come and you died.
It's orange.
Glowing.
Green and
Yeah.
purple smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, green and purple smoke.
Yeah.
Circle of dead animals.
There's a
So
box that says Loop Food Incorporated.
I
Loops.
I quickly gathered
Yeah.
up, because I don't want anything to eat it, and
Sure.
bring it to the burn pile.
Is your dog with you?
Always. Yeah, no, I told it's
Yeah.
Oh my god, your dog actually.
Wow.
That's
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 like
pretty
no
good.
dog I've ever heard.
Yeah.
What's
yeah.
in your mouth? Open your mouth.
Okay.
Poop. Don't eat poop.
Yeah. That's so Bucky. Oh my god.
And what is your dog's name? I don't know.
Siggy.
Ziggy. Is it?
Siggy. With an
Siggy.
S, yeah.
Ziggy.
See.
Yeah.
Okay. I could probably remember that. Ziggy. What are you gonna do after you dump the grain?
I'll check to make sure that the cheese presses are doing okay. And it's summer. Lambing season is over, so I don't have to worry about that. I have to move sheep from one paddock to another or something.
Okay.
Gather eggs, because that's something you do every time you pass the yard.
Mhm.
Probably I've already done that. It's getting on into the afternoon, early afternoon now.
Oh, what time is our whistle?
I think you said noon. Isn't that what you said?
Yeah,
I don't know.
so
I
it would
haven't
be.
decided.
Yeah, we didn't really.
Yeah.
1 o'clock.
Is that okay? Everyone okay with noon or 1 o'clock?
Noon. Okay, noon o'clock.
Noon o'clock.
So it's not afternoon because it has whistled yet.
I said or 11 could be considered early afternoon.
No.
No.
Eleven's morning.
God,
Because noon
people.
is
Late morning.
Afternoon. Afternoon. So it's afternoon.
1 o'clock. Early afternoon.
It's anything
late morning.
noon
until
and after. That's not
I
nice.
stand corrected. It's before noon.
Yeah.
Late
you just-
morning.
Yeah.
my
So I'm
It's
just.
pre-afternoon.
Pre-afternoon. Yeah.
I don't know, I kind of consider it, like in my head, anything like 10 by 10 or 11, it's pretty much afternoon at that point.
But that's when you get up.
Yeah. That's when
Not
you
every day. Let's be realistic.
But see, you say mealy too, so it's.
That's true.
I do.
it's-
Sometimes I do.
This is
I
mealy.
need to go
If
in
I
and
want to sound
jiggle
No.
the wiring.
Yeah.
Really.
Smash Bros. Millie.
Bleh.
All right, so the camera leaves Ingela doing her farm chores, and we go back into town around the front of the hospital.
Wait, how does Splash have so many tattoos if he's 14?
They're fake.
It's a sleeve. It's one of those sleeves that like
Yeah.
like a hose thing.
Okay, anyways, continue.
Fake. I got him back like in the bathroom at a show, dude.
He draws them
Who
all.
cares?
He got him out of a Cracker Jack box.
Oh my god. Anyways, continue.
So you're leaving the hospital after seeing your favorite teacher,
Okay.
just to see if there was any changes to his condition.
Yeah.
There are no changes to his
What happened to the
condition.
teacher?
No, he's just in a vegetative state. He kind of fell asleep and never woke up.
He was eating food along the road that he found.
Yeah. He's just eating
Like
random food.
grains
Yeah.
and
Random
berries.
grains.
Said,
and
how you
stuff.
like them apples?
Yeah.
And around the same time as you're walking out of the hospital, Jackie is walking past the hospital,
Uh-oh.
thinking about the terrible Swedish breakfast that
Oh
she
my
had to endure.
Culture.
Cultured buttermilk and boiled eggs,
Mm.
which are actually popular items. So you kind of bump into each other as you're.
We
walking
actually
past
bump
the
into each
hospital.
other?
Sure.
Oh my God! Hey, what are
Hi.
you doing here?
Being my teacher.
Oh my God! Nicholas or something?
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Oh, how's he doing?
Not good.
Oh well, I'm sorry to hear that. You two like know each other pretty well.
Wait, did we? Do we?
That's up to you.
It's not necessarily that you knew each other well. It's just that he was the one teacher who you felt like treated you like a person.
Okay.
Some mutual respect and all
Yeah.
that.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he could be considered one of the cool teachers,
Okay.
you know, in your eyes, which
Okay.
was a very high bar for you, for a teacher
Okay.
to get over it.
Yeah. Yeah.
What kind of class did he teach?
Like,
Science. Sorry, I was thinking of something that I don't hate.
I feel like
That
the
works.
teachers are always English.
what was that
Oh, he was
super
teaching.
cool lady at
What?
what was that super cool lady at DRSS? So tall and gorgeous. And
She was
so
the
helpful
intervention
information.
specialist.
I know.
She wasn't
What was
actually-
her name?
Miss Sosh.
Yeah, Miss Soch. So like that kind of relationship.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And Nerves, you're across the street and you kind of glance up from, you're sitting on your bike in front of the general store. You just bought the latest Phantom Man comic with 3D glasses.
Oh
Ooh,
my
wow.
God.
3D glasses. But you're feeling a little frustrated because of the issues that you know about, your problem. And you kind of glance up from the comic and you can see Jackie and Nichols standing out there in front of the hospital across the street.
So I kind of ride over on my bike. Say, hey guys, what's happening? What's going on?
Oh my gosh! Hey, not much. Just talking about the dead science teacher. Oh, or no, I'm sorry. He's not dead. He's not dead yet.
For what? I had no idea, dude. That was supposed to be funny. That wasn't funny at all.
Yeah. My God.
No, like it wasn't supposed to be funny. She just accidentally said that.
Yeah.
Unironically.
Dead looking.
I like how the screen is.
Oh wow. Okay. Any word on what happened? Like, would we even know what's going on?
I don't know. I heard he had some really bad Cheerios or something. That's all I
Bad Cheerio.
Yeah.
Not so cheery. O's.
No.
All
Like
that
Fence ring or
Nickel
something?
knows is that he he went to sleep, didn't wake up, still alive, but he's sort of in a I guess kind of in a coma maybe. Don't know. I mean,
Dr. House taught me one thing. Comas and vegetative states are very different.
might be
Fitting.
probably
Might be
lupus.
Yeah, it's probably lupus.
And you guys hear as you stand there outside of the hospital, you guys hear the bunker bell go off.
Oh,
Oh, it's afternoon, everyone.
Yeah.
they're saying,
Yeah, you hear that?
save your game.
Come on, Ziggy, let's get into town.
All right.
Blast has no idea.
The what?
Blast has no idea.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
We should stop by the music shop on the way down. Blast never hears
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
All right, so you're sitting there listening. You see the door open up, and these three hooligans walk in.
Yeah, you're gonna be late again. We know better now. Come on, up.
Good stuff, though. Save that tape, man.
Let's go.
As we walk out, I'm like, oh my god, thanks for the music, Rex, by the way, to the guy that you were listening to music with. He's the only reason I know about the favorite song. That's my opinion.
Everyone meets up at the bunker. Your abandoned bunker. Put that picture up
Yeah.
of the outside of it.
But let me see.
You look like us.
Yeah, I was gonna say post-apocalyptic hobbit
Yeah.
domicile.
I feel like it would stink in there. Just a little bit.
Maybe mildewy.
Yeah.
A little mildewy.
We don't care. Perfect for decorating with teeth and stuff.
Whatever.
Teeth and antlers.
It was designed for a little bit of air movement through, so the vents are completely clogged up by roots and whatnot,
Yeah.
which is good.
English glad because at school people pick on her for smelling kind of like sheep all the time, so it masks a little bit.
Don't sheep
She's
smell
not
good?
as. No,
Don't sheep? Do the sheep? I thought you said the lanolin smells good.
I think so.
You also think that horse poop smells good.
But there was a family of shepherds up the hill from me and everybody school.
Oh. Yeah.
They had a sleepover once and it was so intense I couldn't it
Really?
was rough. Yeah.
Damn.
Clements, Rebecca Clement.
So you said this place has electricity most of the time, and sometimes it cuts out, or is it most of the time off? And
Sometimes it's
Sometimes.
on, sometimes it's off.
it looks like it would be very dark if you didn't.
Yeah, you would need some sort of alternate light source in there, candles or
Yeah.
a flashlight or whatever you wanted.
And tallow candles and
I
stuff.
was like, did you bring any animal poo that we can turn into torches?
No, but I did bring tallow candles and if anybody has an extra hurricane lamp or something we could use.
What's a hurricane lamp?
Just like a battery powered lamp that you have.
That's all I can think of when I see it. Say,
That makes sense.
hey, there's a measles outbreak. Why don't we cure it?
What? What's that?
That's something
Secretary,
RFK.
Secretary Brainworm.
Yeah, RFK Jr.
Oh god, not him. Oh my god, you.
There was actually, you heard, this sticks in your head because it's the second time you've heard about it in the last few days, but your father, you caught him talking with your mom about some scientist at the Loop who had recently been fired or quit or something, and apparently her and this other guy from town left town to go on a long romantic vacation abroad.
My mom and this dude.
No.
Oh.
A female scientist at the Loop and some other guy from town.
Oh.
Okay.
And your dad was complaining about this this female scientist who had been fired or quit the Loop project.
Complaining about her,
He's
complaining about the fact that she got fired.
Yeah.
Complaining about the quality of that they just can't get good workers anymore.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
Freaking-
Downfall of society, and this is where we're going as a civilization. Blah blah blah. But you hear other people talking about it downtown too as you're walking through town. It's kind of the gossip on the street. The fact that Lena and Gunnar and their alleged love vacation. It's all the gossip.
All the gossip, the people above the age of 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On your way to the bunker.
Is there a Swedish version of Vegas?
Vegas?
Yeah.
Yeah, like so
What's
they get
Swedish
married to, like,
Vegas?
Elvis.
Oh my god.
I mean, not that I can think
I
of.
feel like Norway is the Swedish.
Norway is the Vegas of Sweden. Is it?
It's gotta be
Yes.
Copenhagen. They go down to
Yes,
Yeah.
that would make a lot more sense.
I'm just throwing stuff out there. I was never good at geography.
On your way to the bunker, you kind of hear up in the trees, kind of through in the woods, mechanical sounding noises, like high in the trees. You can't really pinpoint them
High up
in the trees.
mechanical.
Yeah, like clattering and clanking and whirring and buzzing.
Siren Giant! Yay!
But it's like it's there and then it's gone, and you're not even sure that you really heard it at all.
Do we see anything up there?
This scene before. This is when you're on your way.
Oh, me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's something you notice on the way there. Just some unusual
Can I try
mechanical
to
noises.
follow it or anything, or is it's just something to observe and move along?
You could go ahead and make a roll. Let's make a roll for
Investigate.
Oh.
comprehend.
My 56.
Is that like reading?
Nice.
Comprehend, investigate. Let's do an investigate. Let's do an investigate.
Okay.
15, right?
So it's the number, how many die?
Numbers, how many dice you get to roll, and it's your mind plus your investigate skill.
Yeah. Oh, wow. It's 8 twos.
You roll any
Six.
sixes?
No, I
Sixes
rolled
are successes.
Sixes or
36.
successes. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's all twos.
Okay. So no, it's too indistinct and too short-lived to really kind of pinpoint
All right.
where it's coming from. But you do, of course, make it to the bunker. Okay. We'll say actually that you're the first one there, since you're already kind of your farm is perhaps somewhat close by,
Okay.
and everyone else was in or about town. And then you hang out at the bunker and wait for the others.
Yeah. I check for electricity. If there isn't any, I start lighting
Nice.
the
I
candles.
mean,
and
you
stuff.
brought some with you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is power at the moment. Excuse me. Eventually, you guys all get to the bunker. He of the bloody nose and he of the scraped knee. Any questions for these two? What happened?
Yeah. Oh my God. What happened to you guys? Here, look at that knee.
It's fine. It's just
Sure.
scrape. It's fine.
Yeah, that nose looks like
I'm
a little
little-
bit more. Doing okay?
Yeah, I'm hoping they don't turn into a black eye again.
Who got you guys this time?
Sitting metalheads.
Ugh. Hate those freaks.
And I just shoot a glance at you.
They all kind of look at you.
Which ones?
I rattle off the name of the guy.
Yeah, those are
We're
the
just not-
Metallica fanboys,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. They have that crappy cover band. I believe they're trying to translate it into Swedish. That loses like half of the meaning.
in anything.
Yeah.
Very easy listening.
Yeah.
We just mind our own business, but we're easy targets.
Summer's probably gonna be worse now that they're not in school to have all day to chase us around.
Yep.
You guys need bikes.
Yeah.
Or brass knuckles or something. Nunchucks.
Nunchuck.
Like, yeah, we could put did you guys battle vests like mine? See, pretty freaking sick. What if we put some metal plates in yours? They try to punch you. Busters.
Ooh. I do have some parts left over from one of the robots I found.
Nice. Or you could just, I show off my collars with all the spikes. Yeah. For some of these. They're a lot more comfortable than they look.
Okay.
Just, don't accidentally.
Respect your face.
We gotta keep the space.
Don't get verklempt.
Spikes out all the time. Good.
You start hearing some more of those mechanical noises coming from outside the bunker.
To say, like, I can tell that Chip's a little uncomfortable, so I was gonna switch the conversation topic to, did you guys hear any noises, like, high up in the trees on your way here?
Almost immediately after you asked that
Didn't
question,
think you were the type yet.
not only can everyone hear this sort of mechanical...
It's a train!
The train! Why, get out of the trees! You're not supposed to be up there! Ah.
Tony, I apologize, but that was perfect timing for a train to go by.
But you hear talking.
What?
Perfect time for why there was too much happening. I couldn't quite
There's a
tell.
train!
There was a train right as he was talking about a mechanical noise.
Yeah,
Funny.
that's good timing.
Okay, so there's talking, is it coming from the same direction as the
Like in the
clattering?
trees?
Yeah.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
you guys,
So
our
we
group runs out of
pop
your
out of the
bunker up to the
bunker.
front, and you start looking in the
Yeah.
trees, and you can hear it's a combination of voices and interspersed by bird sounds and mechanical sort of clicking
Birds aren't real.
claps and static sort of.
It might be a bird mimicking
Where's the food?
something.
Where's the food? Where's the food?
Hello?
No.
No, shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
Patterberry.
Can I try and
It sounds
steer
like
it closer?
maybe like a minor bird or something that got
I think a parrot got loose and it's just up there trying its best.
It's multiple
not.
coming from different
Oh.
locations, and you
I don't
do
like that.
see what looks like pigeons
Pigeons.
flying around from
Oh, I
tree to
love
tree.
pigeons.
Oh, do you have your bow on you?
Not one down.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but they're talking.
Well, we can find out
Yeah,
why they're
much
talking
longer.
if we can get it
It's so
closer.
shiny.
Alright, can we see the
Yes,
pigeons'
yes,
mouths talk?
yes.
Like moving? Are
They're
they talking?
too far away to see them in that kind of detail.
But they're making
I-
robotic
I
noises like they're
shoot one.
words.
It sounds
Whoa.
like the sounds are coming from this large number of pigeons that are
I mean,
flying.
birds can imitate.
Yeah, but we're living in a world
Yes.
where
Not
robots are
pigeons.
Oh yeah, probably.
commoner.
No, but a lot.
Robots are known. I wouldn't say common, but they're certainly
Yeah.
Well, what about robot birds?
Yeah, like,
That's the
what did you
question.
put that
not
down?
unheard of.
So we
Yeah.
could say,
However, you don't know of any large flocks of robot birds around town.
It's not a common
this
occurrence?
is kind
What are
of
you
a
talking
new, not a common occurrence. No.
Okay.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Instantly our hair gets
Yeah.
The voices, they seem to be, they're like talking about food and asking each other for food. They're
so
talking
having
about,
conversations.
Can I?
I
Is it-
probably have some food,
You want some
something in my
crackers?
pocket, and I like kind of hold it up.
She's gonna
They're-
get us all killed.
Yeah,
talking about
we've already got enough practice.
Away.
finding a good breeding place, about finding shiny trinkets. They're talking about arguing about a partner.
What is wrong with these pigeons, guys?
I don't know, man.
I really don't want to
It's-
shoot one, but
It's weird enough that they're talking, but the fact that it's interspersed with these sort of mechanical sort of sounds
I
is
crush,
really
I
strange.
crush a cracker and throw it.
I think we need to put them in a bag of rice or something. I think they're kind of
You're gonna put
Try
all
them
the
out?
birds into a bag of
yeah, like a
rice.
phone that's glitching out. You just like then you drop in water or something. You
Can
just
I
like
try
I thought you were talking about eating Right.
Mixing it with rice and be delicious.
Nah,
Yeah,
nah,
it's
nah,
fine.
Can I try and
Pigeons
like
and
charm
aspic
Well, so you throw
a cracker.
a
Like I
cracker.
crush it and throw it to see if they are are these birds that act like birds, or are these robots that act like robots? I don't know.
How close are you standing to the crumpled up cracker that you threw?
Not that
Oh,
close. Like
Jesus.
I'm pretty
I'm scared.
athletic, so I crumpled it and threw it away from us because obviously with a wild animal, you're not going to come if it has to come close to you.
Yes. How far do you think you could
15
throw a
feet.
crunched up cracker?
Maybe.
If it's not windy.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get an
10 to
idea of
15
distance.
Is it-
We'll say a pigeon comes down.
Oh.
Eventually, you stand very still to not act threatening
Yeah,
at
kind of.
all.
Motion of the
One of you might have a nervous little fart while
Oh
you're
my
standing
god,
there
it's
waiting.
ridiculous.
Yeah, you all kind of laugh about, and then
Does it look like a normal
Eventually-
pigeon?
pigeon flies down, begins pecking at.
Does it look normal?
You could try to catch one and see.
I was gonna say, can I take off my overshirt and throw it over it?
I mean, I've seen
Catch
some
it?
people like in like cities and stuff just pick them up and they
Yeah.
just don't care. They're just like, oh well, I'm being
Oh, like the
picked up
ones
now.
in Boston.
Like
Yeah.
you just pick them up and they're just
Like the little kids who just go around like grabbing them and stuff. Have you
yeah,
seen that?
they're just
So
they're just.
cute.
Who would like to proceed forward to try to catch a pigeon?
I'm not going to try and catch one, but I will cheer her on while she does.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be good with animals.
I'll try to charm the pigeon.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Hey,
You could try, but to get close enough, you have to make a move roll.
Make
Good, because I
Why are
have
they making you
lots
move
of
on a
that.
You
pigeon?
fall over your 2
Disgusting.
feet. You cannot move.
Because you might spook it by if you move them too close to it.
Oh, yeah, what do you think about
Oh,
this,
gosh.
computer guy?
I get
I'm gonna
good.
get a closer look
I've got really good sleep.
because it sounded like a robot.
What's a success?
Hey, you got 2.
You got
Six.
Oh, okay, 2 of them.
More than enough. You can actually. So you need, unless it's extremely challenging of a problem, all you need is one success to be able to
nice.
succeed with something.
Okay.
If you get additional successes, you can sort of enhance your success in some fashion
Enhance.
enhanced.
by making it enhance. So how would you like to enhance your? You have got 2 successes. So not only can you sneak up close enough to a bird to catch it, but something even better than that as a result.
I do it by
Like for instance,
okay.
it actually just jumps up onto your hand. So you
Aw.
don't even have to
Okay.
catch it because you just move up so naturally and gracefully and put your
Yeah.
hand down. It just feels totally comfortable. It's not bothered at all by your presence. And even if you have some cracker in your hand, it just jumps up and starts pecking at the cracker in your hand.
Okay. Sure, like that. I was thinking more
this
the
is good crackers, guys. You should come down here. These are good crackers. Crackers. I can eat. Good crackers, guys.
What the fuck is
Good
wrong?
crackers.
So I look at everybody else, and it's in my hand, but I hold it like you hold a bird, and I'm looking to see if there's some kind of contraption on
You just
it or
rotate
anything.
it.
Calculate roll for me.
Calculate.
Yep.
Wait, the what? What?
Calculate the skill.
Is there no way I
You
can
want
assist
me
with
to
that?
like fight it?
You can. Let me look up assisting.
You should look.
real
You should
quick.
look
I
down
can
and see.
calculate the heck
Yeah.
out
Yeah,
of
there's
it.
like
anything-
if you come over.
Or can I come over and look at it?
Mom.
Sure can.
Oh yeah, come on
roll
over.
the
and
dice.
calculate.
Hold on. Pause.
Calculate instead of investigate.
Yeah, I don't know.
Trying to compare. We recorder and speaker.
You should open
Helping
it
each
to-
other.
Boone,
One kid may
yeah.
help another overcome trouble if it seems plausible in the situation. To help, you describe what you do, and then your friend gets 1 extra die to roll.
Can I do something?
A kid may never get help from more than one of her friends for a single dice roll.
Dang.
So I'm going to say Chip did it because they spoke up first. So yes, you can give. What are you going to do to help? And you can get a either that, or you can kind of switch off to where you're actually making the roll and you're
I
helping
was gonna
Chip.
say, can I hold it like up for him to look at
Yeah,
and like
I wanna
kind of
come
move it
over and
around and
take
be
a
like,
look at
how's this, where
And see if I can like see
where's the
anything
mechanical
that
stuff?
if it's mechanical or
So
what.
like Data from Goonies, where you have like special goggles.
Oh,
that
yeah,
pop
he
out.
flips them and yeah.
Can I help?
Only one kid can help
Okay.
with a task. So,
So that's gonna be a
roll for this,
calculator
and then
roll?
you can do
Right,
something.
but I'm helping you, so you get an extra.
One extra.
One of you should open its beak and look in it to see if there's anything.
You're fucking kidding me.
What?
Oh.
So,
8 dice, no 6s.
okay, so you can.
Whoops.
I'm probably a little scared by it.
When you
'cause-
fail a roll, you may choose to immediately retry the task by mentally or physically pushing yourself to the limit of your abilities. This is called pushing the roll and can only be done once. Immediately after the failed roll, you must describe what you do to push yourself. When you
Okay.
push a roll, you must first check a condition.
Oh.
Choose any condition that
Maybe.
you feel fits the story, and then you re-roll all the dice except those showing sixes.
Ingela gives you a look and you interpret it as like disappointment or something like that. And you don't like that.
I mean, I
You
think
do it great.
the reason I had so much trouble is that like I'm not used to birds, so I'm scared of it. So like
Yeah.
I'm definitely interested, but it's like it's flapping around. It's kind of weird. Like I'm a little skeeved out by them. So
You're hanging
Okay,
out with
so-
Agoraphobe today. I told
Mark
you about the
scared.
bird flu.
okay.
Which means you take a -1 to tasks, to rolls for difficulty. So you get to re-roll it, -1.
Okay.
And you're going to have that scared condition until you're able to rest. And which you use your like anchor, or not, yeah, your anchor for that.
I got 1.
Once that's all you needed.
All right.
You can see small stitches on the head of the bird
All right.
and signs
Interesting.
of a microchip being inserted.
Ooh.
And on that,
I kind of point that
we're going
out
to break for
everyone
dinner.
else. All right.
Okay, that's suspicious.
This is cool. I like
Yeah,
this.
these poor little pigeons. I feel bad.
And there are
So Elon
a
has been
large
here.
number of pigeons.
No, because it's successful.
Exactly.
All right, Tony, we're going to break for
All
dinner.
right, I'm gonna go tinkle.
18.
And 4.
Nothing from the.
What do you call me? Did you call me a whore?
10.
He called you 10 more.
So you could do 10 for it.
Yeah, you have this guess and you don't know why
It
you
just
have this
doesn't
guess.
sound right.
Yeah,
but then
yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah. Our brains know more than we think they do. Yeah.
All right, so let's get to it. Get back to it while
Right.
everyone's finishing up with their delicious cheesy dinner.
No, we're not finishing. We're sweets.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know.
Finish.
Yeah.
There's no way you don't get that.
Yeah. That's great.
All right, so you're currently
Then mark it down. This is where it's.
You're currently standing in a small group in the woods outside of your bunker, holding a pigeon that has had some work done.
Has some work done. Like it has like lip filler or something.
Bottom.
Yeah.
And while you're examining this one, there are multitudes of other pigeons flying from tree to tree up
I
above.
thought you were making great content.
Talking about food, talking about their partners, about
That was amazing. I was like,
finding
that's
shiny
Oh,
trinkets,
it's got a great
about their
pedigree. They get
nests
that
and
one.
everything.
Aren't pigeons really
Can I
bad?
ask this pigeon if it's okay? Like, can you talk?
Or cracker, just cracker.
That's all they think about in the first place. So
Yeah.
please we're talking white people.
Cracker.
yeah, right. Exactly.
I mean, it is Sweden. Why would it know anything else?
Right.
Fair.
Yeah.
No more cracker. Starts to try to fly away.
No, I give you some more cracker.
Okay.
I'm just absolutely mystified. Like,
Cracker. Cracker. Cracker.
does the sound seem to be coming out of a speaker or out of
Look in its
the-
mouth.
Out of its mouth.
Yeah, okay. I can
Look in
I
there.
can look in its mouth. Do I see anything?
It like in its mouth?
Mhm.
No. It just looks like a normal pigeon mouth.
Okay. It looks like the suture site is healed well and everything.
Well,
Uh oh.
it healed.
Mm-hmm.
But what?
You don't know how much TLC was applied. This pigeon wasn't treated like a beloved pet. It treated more like a site.
Like a lab animal?
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So it healed well enough to do whatever it is that it was supposed to do, but
All right. So it doesn't seem to have any advanced intellect or anything for a pigeon. It just seems like a regular pigeon, but what it's thinking is coming out as human
it's
Swedish
actually
words.
right.
Okay. Hey, you guys want me to let this guy go, or what do you think?
I think maybe if we can figure out, like, if we can follow it, make a plan to let it go and see if we can follow if it returns somewhere. Aren't pigeons supposed to go back to where they came from?
Homing pigeons.
Homing pigeons do, but what kind of pigeons are these?
No.
Kind of pigeons common to Sweden.
Okay.
Like rock pigeons, rock doves, like city pigeons,
Yeah.
or like homing pigeons?
More like homing pigeons. I mean, they're not. There's no big city nearby, so
Yes, there is.
And
We're
also
really
like-
close to Stockholm.
you're not in a big city.
Right.
Packet balls and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah, watch out for drop packets.
More like the type of pigeon that you would encounter out.
Chip,
in
do
the
you have anything
wild.
that's like a radio locator or anything like that? We can follow this pigeon.
Follow that pigeon.
Would I have anything that
Could you rig
To
something
check
up?
some
something.
technology that I played around with or something that I could use to do any further investigation or scanning of this?
Even if it's like just a cold hot thing where you can turn it and it'll beep
Yeah,
if you're in the right direction.
Like you want to build a bird detector?
Or like
No,
some
no.
like RF radar detector, would I have anything like that?
Something that could be put on the bird.
Would you know how to like take a wire and a light bulb and be like, oh, does it have an electric field that's emitting or something? I don't know.
None of the tech that's still, I mean, it's all in pieces in the bunker and it's all very old, the stuff that even possibly still works. So I'm going to say that that's probably a little bit beyond what you'd be able to rig up in a
Okay.
reasonable amount of time.
Hey
you could
guys, what if
certainly
we
do a-
may,
someone could do a comprehend on just the behavior and whatnot to see if they could discern any additional details from the birds. What'd you say, Tony?
well, I was going to say, yeah, if the hick wants to kind of like check the bird out a little more for us like that, or if maybe we had a long piece of ribbon or something that we could actually tie on to the back of the bird, so at least when we let him go, we can try to track him. I can ride my bike pretty fast, and we can keep up and at least try to find where he lands, and we'll know which pigeon we're following, guys. What do you think?
Because we
Can I
can-
try and like talk
Do you
to
have
the
a
bird
neon
before we do
scrunchie?
that?
What?
Oh my god, yeah, of course. And I
Okay.
just pull out this like neon yellow day glow
I
almost.
got this Megadeth tape. No one needs that. I just cut it off.
No one needs
Roll
that.
some.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Megadeth's early stuff was
They're early stuff.
We
Pretty much
gotta be-
everything up through yeah. So
Peace Cells was a classic album.
Could
I
I?
didn't like a
We
lot of
gotta
stuff on
be
Peace
careful. We don't want it to
Cells,
get tangled in a
Yeah.
tree or something.
Could I? do
Cool,
like
you're
a
correct.
charm-
the song.
Your
could I do a
scrunchie's the
charm
same
where
color
I
as your
understand
jelly
and
bean.
try and talk to the bird. Like I understand that it has a simple brain, but since it has like this chip in its head, maybe it's able to understand us too.
Oh, yeah. Like the idea of home or something.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
where's your home?
Are you trying to talk it into something, or are you just trying to strike up a conversation with it?
I'm trying to get it to bring us to where it's from, if that's possible.
Like, where's-
Yeah.
I would recommend someone doing a comprehend check on the birds, because you may be able to discern something like that
Probably
from
not
their
me.
behavior.
Let's see if I understand their language.
Got a 3.
Yeah, same here. I'm 3 with comprehend.
Yeah.
What is he's got
I
a
know
5?
their language, but I don't.
I've got a 6.
You got a 6?
Yeah. Well, 5. 6 minus 1 is 5.
So would you like to roll for it?
Sure. Got to comprehend. I do not.
I'll just say interpreting. Bird knows its dance. You gotta be one.
He's not here, but let's say that Freaky assisted you to give you one additional die.
No.
What is your iconic? And those dice need to go into your dice sheet.
My iconic is my calculator watch.
Right.
I don't think that would help with this. Unless I could
Probably not. I was trying
somehow
to.
use it to like the stopwatch to kind of time different things it's doing, but I don't know if that would give me any clue.
Well, someone else can try.
I'll try. I'll turn
Okay.
over to see if it pecks at any particular patch.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a stretch. But
Yeah.
is it?
I mean, what you're doing is you're looking at
Looking at the
behavior
ones
of
up
the-
there.
Yeah, that are still
Oh.
flying around.
Oh, not the one that rolled.
To see if there's any sort of commonality,
Oh.
anything you can
Oh,
discern
okay.
from.
Well, I don't think my vessel.
Yeah.
I do. Ooh,
Oh my gosh. 2
2 out of
Wow.
2 out of 4 dice or 6.
Okay. All you needed was one.
I mean, hang on.
He does it, but he does it with panache.
Yeah.
You can kind of tell that the pigeons seem to be working in groups in a way that's very unusual for birds. They're helping each other carry off heavy branches. They do seem to be flying off into a particular direction, and they seem to work together to look for food. So they're not like every bird for themselves. They are definitely acting more together.
So
You
not
got
just
all-
following each other, working in concert.
The hell spawn. They bond. They coordinate. Destroy humanity. Working.
Awesome.
You,
Let's follow them.
You get the feeling that either what's your mind score?
I think it's 4. No, 3. 3.
Okay.
Scribble out the 400. 3.
Make a roll a mind check for me.
What's that?
Good morning, Vietnam. What'd you get?
Duh.
You can't think of a word for it, but I mean, you're like obviously like a bird doctor or a bird scientist would be a good option here, or maybe even
Yeah.
just going to the
Yes.
library to see what information you can find out about pigeons or.
Yeah, man.
Or
they
what's
got
going
good
on.
think. I don't think that's right, but let's
Can I try and talk to the bird? I know it probably won't work. I just want to try. You know.
It does talk to you with no problem, but it only talks about bird things. It talks
Exactly.
about it wants food,
I want to see if I
shiny
can like
things.
kind
It
of.
likes some of the little trinkets and things that you have on your jacket. And
I showed some cool tweets I found.
some Some cool tweets.
Yeah.
Tweets.
Like on Twitter? Or
Yeah.
Tweets.
did you invent
Yeah.
Twitter just so you could show it some of the tweets that you made?
Yes.
Tweets.
Can I offer to trade
Pictures of
it
your
like
ex.
one of my friendship bracelets for where it came
Ex.
from? I know it doesn't understand
Oh.
that.
Yeah, but maybe if we
You wanna go to
give
the
something
video?
shiny.
Next video?
Exactly.
Maybe. I mean, there's some of the chatter are the
Might
birds
message
talking
there.
about needing shiny trinkets for their nest.
Right.
So if this bird got a shiny trinket, it might want to take it back to its nest without even making an agreement to do so. It's just what he
Right.
wants to do
Yeah.
naturally. So maybe.
Nerves, you think you can follow this flock of birds, or at least this one, through the woods to wherever they're headed?
Yeah, of course I can.
All right,
Nothing to do without his bike.
let's
Go
not,
ran.
let's so far away.
Who has the highest contact
I have
skill?
an 8.
8?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
probably you then.
I don't know if you verbalized your thoughts about the bird scientists, but
Not really.
there are stories, local stories about this
Ornithologist?
an ornithologist named Max Tingblatt,
Wow.
who it's rumored that she's gone mad and once
Oh.
broke.
I would do it.
I'm sorry, it's rumored that he had gone mad and he once broke his legs when he tried to jump off a cliff wearing a bird costume.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Some say he tried to take his own life.
In a bird costume?
No, that was a different incident.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I think it's he's just insane.
But
Yeah.
supposedly Max lives in a secluded house nearby.
Okay.
interesting.
Not the same direction that the birds seem to be going.
Is that the same
Or maybe it is.
Max that like the wait, I didn't write down the second contact thing. Like there was something about me knowing someone out in the woods. I forget.
Let me pull up your character sheet.
I think it said Rockstar, but
Former rock star.
former
Oh,
Rockstar.
yeah, I saw that.
Are they a
too.
bird handler
Not
slash?
that you know of. You don't think that's the same person.
Oh man.
Isn't he weird? I saw him sneaking around the woods over by NAAB. Knob. Yeah, Knob.
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 Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's right. You're American. You'd say nah. Not
Nah.
knob.
Yeah.
British, we don't call it or not.
I guess I'll ask around. You know, I know people who know people. I'll ask one of those kids who's like really annoying about wanting to be a therapist. You know,
Oh my
I
God,
feel like
yeah.
they would know. Can I roll like contact once we get back to the town to like try and figure out? I don't really understand the.
Do you want to head to town first, or do you just want to go to where you think that secluded house is?
So I know where the secluded house might be. Oh, okay. Sure. Should I roll for?
Did we give Nerves walkie-talkie or something so we can stay in contact, or are we just gonna?
Oh,
Well,
we're
you-
splitting up.
Well, I mean,
Oh.
Nerves, go ahead and make a move check for me.
So let me make sure I know I need to add. Is it just the move number, or is it the
It's
move
your
number
attribute-
along with
It's
body?
your body attribute plus your skill, whatever level of skill you have in move.
So,
Okay.
But
Okay.
he's using his bike, so
so that's
really,
another +2.
Yeah.
Yes, you can also add +2 for using your item.
So then I'm rolling 14, 6,
Hell
1d6.
yes.
So if you fail, then
Right.
you're kicked out of the group and you can't play D&D with us anymore.
Yeah, so I've got a 5 on body, I got a 7 on move, and I got 2 on bike. So that's 6, 6,
No.
12.
That 7 is already with the 5.
Got it. Okay, so I'm rolling 9. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Have I
I'm doing it in
with his bike so it moves smoother, grease up the.
I'm doing it beyond D&D, so it's there.
If you wanted to take the time to do so, you could. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's how I'm setting it.
No.
What did you roll?
So I've got
Nothing to do with-
I got 1, 6.
That's all you needed.
All right. You like that great movie and follow that bird.
The pigeons seem to be moving in the direction of the secluded house
That's
where
what
Matt
rolls.
might live.
Like,
Do you all follow?
I think
Sure,
exactly
yeah.
what it meant,
Follow
too.
the
I knew
bird.
exactly what it meant.
Yeah.
The bird.
Follow Nerve, who is following the birds towards the secluded house where this
Oh,
ornithology.
that is where they're going? I mean, it's the same direction?
That same direction, yeah.
Okay, so yeah,
That seems convenient enough.
very
Follow that nerve.
Yeah.
I thought you were
You
gonna
got
say
a lot of nerve.
But he's not
That
very
you're
good
following me
job.
then.
Yeah.
On the way there, you come across a large number of dead birds.
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
shit.
These are non-surgically altered,
Okay.
and there's also
Oh.
a dead cat mixed in.
So
Weird.
it's like that field where all the birds started dropping.
Yellow jackets?
Sorry. No, I have. Okay.
They're already on the ground.
Yes.
How long?
Yeah.
How long have they been dead? I mean, that's.
Yeah, they're like rotting.
No.
Make a type of roll. One might
Investigate?
say is an investigate.
Investigate.
Does anyone want
Can
to
the dog? Can
The
the
dog-
dog sniff it and?
The
help
dog
it?
might like turn its nose up if they've been dead too long or
Don't
something.
you think?
But dogs are gross. They might.
Yeah.
They would be more interested
Right.
in.
Yeah,
But
you-
what
but
I'm
you
saying is he would indicate. So.
But you would
Oh,
know
sure.
behavior.
One. Yay! How long have they been
They
dead?
seem like they are within the last day.
Okay. Alrighty. And the implantation scar or area on the pigeons, how old did those look? Like, were they all the way healed, or there's still sutures there? Like, what's the?
So you're
Red or
asking me
pink?
how long does it take a pigeon to heal from an experimental brain surgery
Yeah.
in a role play?
Having
In
stitched
the
up enough,
1980s, alternative.
having stitched up enough, use and things like that. I mean, I'm familiar with the healing process.
I mean,
So,
well, then you'd probably be able to answer that better than I could. But it's healed enough to where the bird would no longer have to be like, it could be released to do bird things.
I mean, that's the same day.
Okay, so then possibly within the same day.
Right, but you could tell by looking at it if it was healed. If it has it been a week, has it been a day?
Is
Has
it?
it
Are
been
the
stabbing?
are the
The
pigeon
stitches
skin
dissolved or-
merged together? Like, are they like?
I
fused?
know, I understand the question. It's we'll say within a week.
Okay, I was just trying to see if it looked like it was the same amount of time these dead birds have been here. See if there was
Probably a shorter amount of time for the
Okay.
dead bird.
Okay.
Right. Nerve.
Is it? Do you see it? Dead birds like? Is it just in one area, or does it extend?
This is kind of a cluster that
A
you came
cluster of
across
dead
that you
birds.
hadn't come across before. Yeah.
And they don't look altered in any way. They don't look like they've been.
No, they just look like they've been this pecked to death.
They've what?
They don't
They look
look
like
like
they've been
it was all
pecked to death?
pigeon wounds.
They have pigeon wounds.
No, it does not look
Oh.
like pigeon wounds. It looks like other types of birds.
Tony was saying something.
Sorry, Tony, what were we saying?
Oh, no, that's fine. Yeah, I was just trying to figure out how to, jump in. That's Nerve would like to kind of investigate the cat to see if there's anything unique about the passing of the cat that would be obvious.
Make an investigate check for me.
Yeah, just did. I had 1-6.
A larger bird. You're probably not great with bird types, but you could tell that it wasn't a pigeon that killed this bird. It was something both beak and claw oriented. You don't know if it was like an eagle or an owl or a hawk or.
But I can see that it was a physical trauma. It's not like the cat was poisoned or something. I can see a physical trauma.
Yeah, all of these animals were physically brutalized.
Okay.
Does it look like anything ate
No,
flesh? No, they were
Not
just
eaten.
killed and left.
right.
How big are the bird marks? Like,
Yeah. Are we talking big talons? Are we talking owl?
are we talking owl or are we talking small dinosaur? That's
Yeah,
what
that's what I'm thinking.
A mixture of
an owl dinosaur? Oh my god, what are we gonna do?
a mixture of smaller and larger birds of some kind. There are small pecks and there are larger pecks. Many pecks.
That's really bad.
That's what I've been told.
Aaron's been gone for a while. Is he?
Is he, yeah, I was just wondering.
He got by the birds.
He got
Yeah.
got.
I did.
Are there like little foot marks
yeah,
in the
yeah,
dust
yeah.
or anything?
Yeah.
No, they look like they fell from
Oh,
above.
okay.
we look up.
Are there marks in the sky?
Yeah.
Yes.
Chemtrails. I roll for chemtrails.
Always.
Are we in a forest still?
Yes.
You're not gonna see
More than
anything.
one.
Anything
Oh.
we look up?
Out of
Yeah.
10.
Lots of pigeons.
There's still more pigeons above us.
I don't
The same
think
pigeons.
Okay, so we're following them, and they are clustered here. They seem perturbed by the death everywhere.
No.
At all? No. But there's nothing like a giant nest or anything up there.
No.
Okay, and they are still on the move.
Some are, yeah. They're kind of doing this and that. Some pigeons are going out. Some pigeons are coming in. Some pigeons are doing stuff right there.
So
Pigeons are doing
We're
stuff.
walking, and we're keeping up with Nerf.
some of the pigeons are moving in a particular direction that the nerve is following those pigeons,
Okay.
plus the one who got the scrunchie
Okay.
from Jackie.
So, okay. So there's no nest. There's no weird thing up there like a perch with a lot of. Is there poop? Is there any
Yes, there's lots of
bird
bird poop.
bird poop?
Yeah.
Okay, it is bird poop.
Yeah.
And
Any
it's,
human
what
poop?
size is it?
Mostly pigeon.
Pigeon size bird poop.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other poop around? Sorry, you had to come back into poop talk.
Make another investigate.
Okay.
This one's gonna be a little harder though. Let's
Okay.
see.
Can
You're gonna need at least
Good
two.
old
Ziggy heal me at all? Help me at all with the poop investigation?
Not with
Because he's-
discerning types of poop.
He's really interested in poop. He might be looking for.
He can definitely
poop.
find poop, but I don't think you can tell him, don't find pigeon poop, but find
No.
other kinds of bird poop.
But if he's
Cut it out.
looking at
I'm gonna
all
say
the
no.
poop, no,
Sorry.
that's okay. It's all right. I have not.
Okay, so you can't really tell. It's difficult in the best of times to discern poop from different kinds of birds.
That is
so
so untrue.
really,
Yeah.
just walking in the woods, you can just. Well, then what do
feel
I
like
know?
diet. You
Yeah.
would be able to tell.
But you didn't roll any successes, so for whatever reason,
Right.
you weren't able to distinguish.
She's only 15. She doesn't know yet.
She'll know all about poop someday.
Right.
Yeah.
Once you're a grown up.
So you make your. Is everything okay?
So much of my life has been based
I'm
on.
not feeling good.
What's wrong? Like belly, head?
Oh,
Yeah.
are you okay?
I'm not feeling good. I'm feeling a little better than when I left, but great.
Baby.
I'll hang out for a little bit and see how it goes.
You think it's food related?
Did I
I think
poison you?
I think I overate.
Well,
So yummy.
Sometimes I get a visual vagal response,
Oh, yeah.
and so I just knew I needed to go out and lay down, so I would wait on the porch for a while.
You want to lay on a
Little
bed?
bit. No, if it gets to that, if I don't feel better in like 10 or 15 minutes.
You want like would a Tums help or anything?
No, it's just
Okay. And here, do you
Hi.
rub your belly
There's
for
I
you?
have done.
Yeah, we could rub your
Rub my
belly.
belly.
Yeah. That always helps with the kids.
Do you want some more food? We can...
No.
Oh my god.
Force the other food out.
Yeah.
That might
We
be.
can squeeze you like a tube of toothpaste.
Oh, gross. Ew.
Jiggle you. Move it.
Oh, that would help so much.
Hold him by his ankles.
It is,
Hold his ankles, put him on some sort of centrifuge.
oh, yeah. That would help so much.
So you arrive in the area.
Yeah, let's catch them up with the talking
They
birds.
started following some of the pigeons.
Okay.
Jackie recalled a local
Ornithologists.
bird scientist
Bird nerd.
who the
And
rumor
bird-
is that this
Birds the
Oh man.
word.
ornithologist, this ornithologist had went crazy. One time they broke their legs by putting on a bird costume and trying to jump from a high place. They may have tried to take their own life at one point. But basically, the rumor is that he's gone
You'd have to
mad.
explain that.
But he is an ornithologist and he lives in this secluded
Oh
house
my God, that's
outside of
fantastic.
town. So
Right.
following, and the birds for the pigeons, Jackie gave a hair scrunchie to the pigeon that you had caught,
Yeah, I can see.
and it seemed to be taking it back to its nest. So
Hmm.
your nerves is following the birds. All the birds that are
Almost like a
leaving
like a
some
bright
going towards
neon green.
this bird scientist's house.
Oh my god.
So that's where you're going now. And you found a bunch of dead birds and a dead cat that were not surgically altered. So just regular old normal birds and the cat.
So the cat wasn't fixed? That's
Well,
irresponsible
Was it
owners.
broken?
Yeah, exactly.
You
Bro,
how
It's
many
not fixed. I mean,
How
Sweden
many
in the
dogs-
80s, I doubt
dogs
it
with
was fixed.
testicles were at the emergency vet? And I
Are you-
makes sense because
seriously?
but yeah, testicles everywhere. It was
Ugh.
Testicles
Gross.
everywhere.
Testicles
Nah.
everywhere. It was awful.
Yeah.
I
Of
know.
course, your dog's gonna run out in traffic and stuff and try to find ladies and things like that.
Is there? It does go with that. I have one of those dogs, I think.
Testicles everywhere.
Mhm.
Well, there was a
Blech.
Great Dane near me. I mean, even
That is
standing,
great.
its butt was. I was sitting, and
Yeah.
they were
They were
hanging
swanging.
low. Yeah, they
Yeah.
were. Oof.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So you have arrived at the house of Matt's Tingblatt.
The what?
Matt's.
That's Tinklebutt.
Matt, take
Oh wow.
The house is hedged by a high metal fence with a locked gate. The
Oh,
garden is
No,
overgrown, and everywhere there are bird houses and bird feeders. The house is 2 stories high, narrow, and tilted alarmingly. At the top, there is a balcony. The roof has a variety of perches for birds. All of the windows have lockable shutters. It smells of bird.
lockable.
Yeah.
From the inside or the outside?
It doesn't specify, so
Okay.
probably.
I don't think I've ever seen shutters that lock from the inside.
Me neither.
I mean, you would be inside the
I mean,
second
no,
story
the
house.
inside.
You would have to be on the inside to close.
Oh, I was thinking first story.
Yeah, me too.
It's the whole area smells of bird droppings and mold.
Ugh.
Does it look like the pigeons are going to and fro from this edifice?
Yes.
Okay.
Now it's Jackie, what you know about Matt's is that he was previously a celebrity on a nature program on Swedish television,
Hmm.
but now he's become a bit of a recluse.
It smells like bird poop.
What would you like to do?
Can I tell where the pigeon that we're tracking with the scrunchie? Can I tell if it landed somewhere? If it landed up top, landed on a perch outside?
The pigeon had continued flying to the north,
Oh,
past the house.
okay. So does
Ugh.
Nerf keep following him?
That's up to Nerf.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay on this bird, yo.
Okay.
I can try and talk with the crazy dude, crazy lady.
Let's-
I wasn't really paying attention.
Let's
Let's
do.
hold on a second and let's look. Does it look like a person has been moving around here at all? Like,
Make an investigate check.
but I'm bad at that.
We'll get better.
Stop asking
Yeah.
investigate questions.
Change your stats.
Yeah.
Can my dog help me sniff for people? I mean, I'm not sniffing. I'm looking, but
I think you
The
should
dog's
say.
gonna help you.
Not sniffing, but yes, I'll let you add the +2.
1. Yes.
So at first you don't hear anything, but your dog seems to be kind of listening to something coming from the house, and you take a couple of steps closer, and you're just able to hear the sound of someone moving around in a violent fashion
Oh, no, what is
inside
he
of the
doing to that
house.
pigeon?
Occasionally you hear like a smash or a crash of something hard and heavy hitting something else. You hear a male voice sort of yelling and grunting in anger.
Oh boy.
He's
All right.
waiting.
That poor
Guys.
pigeon.
Yeah.
He's writing music.
Yeah.
Let's proceed
My
with
kind of
caution,
guy.
guys.
As you're kind of figuring out what is going on, you do see through some of the upper windows on the second floor. You see movement inside the house.
Like tiny movement or big movement?
Or it's like a person moving.
Oh, okay.
But the noises that we're hearing are coming from the first floor.
No, second floor.
Oh, so the guys up
so
in
we
the
can
second
see a
floor?
little bit of the movement.
You don't know if it's the guy, but
Does the
No, we were
movement-
looking at the movement. Like,
Well, the
That's
angry
there we
one.
go.
The angry one. The guy on the second floor?
You assume so, but you don't know
Okay.
if that's the only person in the house or
All
not.
right.
Okay.
Let's go knock.
No. Oh my god.
Yes.
You would have
the,
to get to the house, you have to either climb over the fence or open the locked gates.
Let's climb
Is
it.
there a button, intercom button somewhere?
No, no.
I think I could tinker it open.
Yeah,
They tried.
give that a shot.
What are you going to use for tools? Tools? They're my tools. I bind. I like to be bound.
That
I have no idea.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh wait, which episode was that?
When I remember
Oh,
his name.
And I think,
No, the
you have a
guy that's sort of
about
the
Jack.
sexual deviant
The
leader.
weird one.
I get
Yeah.
He thinks he's
Far
Mr.
up.
Charming,
Yeah.
but he's
It's not
no,
the
not the
weird.
weird one. They're all weird, but
Well, yeah.
he's the one that thinks he's a ladies' man. He thinks he can.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to borrow my dice? So you
Anyway,
don't
he was mad,
using
and
those.
he was trying to get
Let's go
pulled
off on
out
the-
of the bar, but they were like it was like
Okay,
tape
well,
and
some of the
twist
ones I like,
ties
okay.
and things like that.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Why do you have these things in your trunk?" And he's like, "They're my tools. I gotta have my tools.
Yeah.
I bind. I like to be bound." Just the way he said it as an actor was just interesting.
Yeah.
The bloopers are great because every time he said those lines, everyone would start cracking up, and so they do it over and over and over again. Anyway, so what are we doing? There's a gate.
I tried using
I tried using a pin on my
last
vest.
pins off his
Didn't work
vest, but
out.
I just couldn't quite get
No
it.
successes.
No.
Okay. All right. So a little tricky. Not
How
able to
about
get
I
the
try
lock
to
in.
climb
Force it.
over?
You could force it open.
Okay. Go ahead and make a move check.
Which is
Someone could probably give her a boost.
yeah. Can somebody boost me up a little bit?
Sounds like a job thing to do.
He's on his bike.
Oh, yeah, whatever. Here you
Hmm.
go. Get your panties in there.
I got
Oh, yeah.
one. Yes, and then there's this guy on his side. What the heck is there?
It's cocked.
Yeah. Anyway,
Nice.
yes, I get over. Can I open it from the inside?
So you're able to climb the fence. The gate is locked, so you can't just unlock it from the
Oh,
inside.
okay,
You would actually
gotcha.
need the key to unlock it.
Yeah.
Is everyone else also climbing the fence?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You each need to do a move check.
God damn it. Okay.
Sure.
Is there anything I can do from my side to make it easier for them?
Probably not from your side, but they can assist each other
Okay.
up until the very last person, unless you can find like a rope or something that you can.
I look for ropes.
Um,
Adventures without ropes. That's
make an investigate check while they're doing their move checks, and everyone add one.
Because we're helping each other.
I got 3 6s.
Wait.
I use one.
So you do well where you can share a success with someone else who might
Okay.
need
How
it.
do I?
Who's the least fit?
How do I do a move check?
It's your
I'm up.
body plus your
I'm
move
double up.
skill.
Wait.
That's
it's
how
the
many
third
dice.
one down.
Oh, wait,
your
sure.
skill.
You can have one of my successes if you want.
Wait, so 4?
Yeah, these-
So what's
No,
your
5.
body's 4, and what's your
Five.
move
Is
check?
1.
Your
5.
move skill.
5?
What?
Wait.
You
Move.
roll
It
5.
says 1 right there.
Oh.
So you have a skill of 1 in move,
Yeah.
and then you have a body of 4.
That's what I'm saying.
So
It's 5.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
It's a 5.
Plus one because
And then what?
Plus
you're helping each other.
Roll how many?
So
Six.
6.
Because we're also getting a +1.
Oh, right,
for
okay.
people helping
6
each other
dice?
out.
Oh, okay.
Yep, 6 dice.
Actually, maybe since you took this long, you'd be the last one on the
Yeah.
side of the fence. No one's over there.
I'm almost getting over, not quite.
Oh, I have a.
Good.
Yeah, I'll share.
I got no
I didn't
6s.
either. So you said you
You
can
got
try.
no 6s?
No.
So he's going to need your other
All right.
success.
Cool.
I didn't make it either. So can you? You said you can try again with 1 dice less.
Yes, but you have to mark a condition. Either you're scared, or you're tired, or whatever the third
Exhausted
condition
might be a
is.
good one for.
Upset, scared, or exhausted.
Or maybe injured, like you catch yourself on the top of the fence.
You got one.
Or in.
Count it.
All right. Come on.
I got one.
All right.
Alex, I got a question.
Yes.
Maybe scrape.
So let me just clarify since we just said it.
You bumped your nose and started.
Maybe my nose is now swollen.
Sorry,
Sorry.
please say it
Go
again.
ahead.
So you said on a move check, it's not just the skill though, right? Earlier I thought I added my body and skill, and you said no.
No, no, no.
And it was just
what I
the
said
skill.
was the number that you gave me already had your body added into it. So your skill your body is one score, your skill is another score, and then you add the two together to
Uh-huh.
get your final result. For you, your
Oh,
character, you have a skill in for move, you have a skill of 2, and your body
No, I have a
is
skill of
5.
7 on my sheet.
Right, because that's body plus your skill. So you have
Okay,
5
so that-
point. Hold on, let me talk. You have a body score of 5. You have a move score of 2. So you add the two together to find out how many dice you get to roll. So in your case, you get to roll 7 dice when you're doing a move.
Okay, I see what you're saying when I was seeing 5 and then sneak. Okay, gotcha. I see how the first body lines up with 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4.
Is he still
As
fighting
that's
first?
basically a 0 in
Zero,
that
yeah.
skill, basically. Okay. All right. Thank you. Sorry.
You're welcome. So did you go ahead and did you make your move check?
No, not me. I'm on a bike riding down the road.
He has to make a move check to follow the birds.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do
Reach
another
the new
one.
area,
And he gets
so-
+2 if he's still on his bike, right?
Yes. And you get a +2 because you're on your bike. So you get
Got
9
it.
dice total.
If I got 3 6s, can I share one of those?
You can. He's going to need one.
You both need one?
I've got
You
one.
got one?
Jacob got a success from Jackie, so Aaron
that's
only
right.
wants
So
to
it's
a
a-
success.
I think I'm the only
So
one.
two of you
I think
did
I'm the
Yeah, Aaron's.
Oh yeah, I only had 2 extra. Sorry.
yeah. Or 2 extra ones there.
Yeah.
There. So I am the
Oh,
one. that
okay.
needs it.
Then yeah.
All right, cool. And I won't need the.
And what'd you get, Tony?
I have one.
All right, that's all you needed. So we'll do your result as Nerve continues on past the house on his BMX, chasing after the pigeons.
We'll call him Scrunchy.
The 6 of you managed to help each other over the fence and are now standing in the poop-covered, mold-smelling yard of this former television star who is currently seems to be running around the upstairs, holding like a stick or an axe or something like
Oh,
that. He's
Jesus.
actually like he's running around, flailing, yelling, and hitting things with whatever he's holding.
Was he yelling words or just sort of yelling?
Words.
Can we,
I'm gonna get you before you get me. No. Oh, there's too many of you. No, I can do this. I can do this. I can do
It's
this.
crazy.
Do we see anything else besides him and his stick?
Occasionally, like a fluttering of perhaps birds or feathers or wings. You can kind of hear at
You got them
this
talking
distance.
pigeons.
At this distance, you hear the fluttering, the occasional fluttering of panicked wings.
Let's see if his door's on.
Do you think he needs help, or I mean,
He
what is
totally
going
needs
on?
help.
Yeah, he
fine.
definitely needs help.
Dude, you seen these robotic birds? They're totally after him.
So weird. Okay,
Clearly
mean,
made by
something
the
killed
government.
that.
so we
cat.
try to open the door.
It's definitely the man.
Try to open the front door.
There's
We wait
Nope.
patiently, and then we try to open the
a
front door.
moat. Well, sharks. We have to jump first.
No, but they've been pecked to death by birds.
Yeah.
I actually did it.
The door is locked.
Actually,
Oh, okay. Try that pin.
You might be able to
I look-
shimmy someone up onto the second floor roof to try to get into a second floor
I look under
window.
the mat for a key.
It's a good thought. Make an investigate check.
He doesn't find when I check on the top of the
The
window.
frames, the door frames.
Pictures on
2 sets of citizens.
pipes.
There are actually 2 keys. There's a key to the door and a key to the gate.
Okay.
They're both on the same little loop.
I unlock the door and run and unlock the gate.
It unlocks.
All right.
Smart to unlock the gate in case we need to quickly.
GTFO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as soon as you open the door, the first thing you
I
notice
didn't
is
say
that
open
several birds fly out.
I said I unlocked it.
Right. Well, when you open the door, suddenly several birds
You didn't say
fly
I opened
out.
it.
The door opened. The
Are
latch
they,
is so
pushed it.
Huh?
yeah, they did. They turned. Are they talking?
They are not talking, but they are in sort of a panicked state. They are a mixture of parrots, cockatiels, budgies.
Oh, budgies.
All sort of panicked, flying out of the house as soon as the door opens up, past you and out into the sky.
Poor
And
guy.
you still hear upstairs somewhere the sort of panicked frantic flailing of what you assume is mats. On the inside of the house, it's covered with newspaper. There's bird droppings everywhere on the inside of the house. There are bird perches everywhere. Bird cages.
So it's like Grey Gardens, but it's birds instead of cats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe, I don't think it was quite as messy. Didn't they keep care of their cats in the Grey Garden? I don't remember.
I'll tell you more about it later.
So what would you like to do?
I get my knife out.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
go find
Start
out.
stabbing the budgies?
No! Oh my god, they're just little guys.
Do any of them start attacking us?
No, they just fly past you.
Okay, and none of them are talking. They're just panicked. And
Right.
flying
They're
away.
just flocking like normal
Okay.
birds. No
Alright.
mechanical noises or anything.
Okay.
You said you were running upstairs?
Yeah, we gotta see what this guy's.
Yeah.
You run upstairs and you see that there are several several dead birds, first of all. Not the changed ones, but just normal sort of, again, this mixture of budgies and parrots.
They look like they were
Um,
Look like they were cut.
cut or slaughtered, or
Either hit with the sharp end of the axe or the blunt end.
But they were killed.
Yes,
By-
by this guy who it just ran. Like you go up the stairs and you see him run like down the hallway, out one door and into another door on the other side, holding an axe like this, like ah! And hear it hit something in whatever room that is.
Approximately how many birds are still flying?
A number, there at least a couple dozen, and
Can
you
I help
do-
them get out the window?
Yeah.
as he ran in and you hear that thud, flying out the other direction is a crow.
Oh
that
my god!
flies out through the other way and through the door that he just ran out of. So it's just chaos up here.
Can I save some birds?
You can try. What would you like to do?
I would like to open a window and let them out.
Okay.
And I kind of corral them out the window.
Can
Okay.
I try and get the dude's attention? I know that's risky, but
Matt,
yeah.
what would you like to do?
I don't know. Just like, hey, what are you doing, or something like that. Like,
Do you need help?
yeah, like, do you need help? There's a weird smart bird thing happening.
It's time! Don't you know it's time? The birds, they're attacking now! It's time now!
It's just a little
Does
budgie.
it look like any of the
I look at
birds
my
are
watch to see
attacking?
what time it is.
Oh my, that's awesome.
You just see you see boobies upside down on your copy too.
Ooh, upside down boobies.
Yay!
Oh, that's great.
And he's like,
And there Jacob stayed for the rest of the day.
20 seconds later,
So how do I save the birds? So
one success.
you start opening up windows
Or-
and stuff.
Alright, I
to
do
give
that.
them warning.
Do they go when I try to get
Some,
them
but
to
this is
corral
all
them?
happening at the same time, so that's one thing
Okay.
that you're doing downstairs. You're opening up windows and stuff, and helping to encourage them out the open
Yeah.
door. So they're doing that.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make either a charm or an empathize roll.
Okay. Well, it happened. Did it look
Sure.
like the birds were attacking him or just trying to get away?
Just trying to get away.
Just trying to get away. Okay.
Yeah.
I rolled 8 dice, and I didn't get a single success.
I
You
know.
want to give an assist?
Yeah, I'd be happy to.
How are you going to help?
What are you trying to do?
Trying to
Trying
talk
to,
him down.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I'll use some of my animal handling stuff because sometimes you can apply it to humans too. So, yeah. How's
So
that?
+1.
Man, all right.
Do you want to push it?
I think I will.
What do you want? What condition do
You
you
might
want to
be
apply?
Are you upset?
Yeah. I think upset is reasonable.
All right. Same number of dice, -1.
Okay, so just 7 instead. Wait, I don't get a 6, I'm gonna crash out. If I don't get a 6, I'm gonna crash out. 1 6. Okay.
Yeah.
Need it. What are you talking about?
The birds, they aren't attacking us, but we did hear some talking, which is kind of weird. But anyways, what's going on? Why are you freaking out this much? Are you hurt? Did they hurt you?
So the guy standing before you, and a couple of you recognize him from seeing him on television.
I assume we would not have met him, but would know of him.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Seen him on television. He had become a well-known figure on a nature program on television, but he was bitten by a swan. And
Oh.
no
Oh, my
one
God. And he
knows
lived to tell the tale?
if it was
Jesus.
fear after the bite or the wound infection that changed Matt's, but he became introverted, paranoid, and terrified of the birds that he once loved. He lost his job, his wife, and lost touch with his children and friends.
And started writing country music.
Yeah.
And he gained the power.
He's a large, bald man with a big beard. He has huge hands, but a thin, almost girlish voice. He's dressed in dirty wildlife clothes
So he's one of them queer.
and with a pair of binoculars around his neck. And you can see that his face and upper body, dried blood all over his upper body,
Damn.
and gaping wounds on his face.
Oh, Jesus.
Like
Jesus
either
Christ.
scratches or peck marks.
Would you say he has big pecs?
Ah.
Yes, well, a variety of pecks. A mixture of small and large pecks.
Can I go check on the crow?
You don't know about the crow because you're downstairs.
Oh, I thought. Okay, can I
You were
be upstairs
downstairs
now?
opening windows.
Can I be upstairs opening windows?
Introduce you to our Lord and Savior.
Oh,
Be
my
he-
Or can I be upstairs?
Why would you go upstairs?
Because they're upstairs. Aren't they
Not
upstairs?
everyone, just the three of them. They haven't said what they're doing.
Okay, I'm gonna be upstairs.
Okay. Don't go upstairs just because you know that there's a crow there.
Because you don't know that there's a crow there.
Well, but
Like,
okay.
you had your hands full
You're
on the first
helping-
floor.
yeah,
opening
you're
Okay,
helping
windows.
fine.
Well, there's definitely more birds upstairs, and those birds are in more immediate danger.
Yeah,
so
exactly. So I'm gonna go there. Yeah.
There's only so many windows on the first floor.
Right, exactly.
I mean,
So I go up and what? What are you? No, what are you rolling? Oh God, what are you rolling?
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
gonna get its eyes pecked out by a crow.
I didn't want you to be meta and only go upstairs because you know that Jasper knows that there's a crow.
No, I want
That
to save the birds
character
that
wants
are
to
up there
see.
too.
Okay. You go upstairs to try to help some of the
You open a
birds
window.
up there that you can hear flying around. In the meantime, what are you talking about? Clearly, this is happening now. The attack is coming now
why are
What
they
attack?
attacking you?
What attack?
to take over the world.
But they
Yeah,
haven't
you
attacked
got-
anyone. They haven't attacked anyone outside of here. Why
They
is it
have,
just
they
you?
have you seen the corpses?
Oh.
The dead animals? You haven't seen them?
Yeah.
Mostly dead birds.
So
So they're killing each other.
Oh my God,
Dude,
he's like
I heard a
Jinxie
song
from
about
Shrek.
you wanna hear?
The what?
I heard a song about birds.
Pull out your demo tape, put it into a
Right.
cassette.
Yeah.
we should watch the birds with him, calm him down. I feel
Yeah.
like that's a good movie of choice for him.
But at the moment, he seems to have. Did you do charm right with us?
I did charm.
Why do you think that they're not attacking now? I mean,
Uh,
look at this.
They haven't attacked
Look
us.
at me.
nobody in town is getting attacked. They're just going for you. Why would that be?
Does his face look like it's gouged by his own fingernails, or does it look like
Make
bird
a
bites?
investigation.
Damn it.
Shit.
His face looked like birds.
Poison birds.
We check to see if any
Oh,
of this.
I got one.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Looks like actual
Actual pecs.
pecs. Yeah.
Okay.
He's got pecs on his face.
Right? Isn't that weird?
Wow.
Man, this guy's been juicing for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can we check to see if any of the birds on the floor have like those
Oh, yeah.
modifications,
You sure can.
chips and stuff?
Are you checking?
I'll check, I guess.
Investigate.
Investigate. I'm not super good. Can you help me out? Check
I'm
this
still
inside. You like
downstairs.
Chip?
Here.
Oh,
You're gonna come to the I mean, I probably would have wandered upstairs by now.
Yo, Chip, can you come up here?
Sure
Something
thing.
to see.
All right.
Yo, let's look at these birds. You remember those chips you found in the last
Yeah,
one?
let's kind of like right along here.
Yeah,
so
why-
I'll check out
why-
that area.
Wanna help me look for these?
Okay.
I asked
You roll the
this
assist
guy,
die, or-
he's heard.
I think you just get an
Oh
assist die.
shit! 2 out of 3 sixes. Without even my assist die.
This bird, or none of the other birds, none of them look surgically
Okay, they're just
changed
normal.
in any way. They appear just to be just normal,
Normal ass
normal
birds.
birds.
That's
What was the question? What were you asking?
Oh, if he has heard any birds talking. And
Yes, someone has tampered with the birds.
do you know who?
We've
They're aggressive. They're intelligent. They talk.
Do you know who has done the tampering?
Has anyone yet told him about the birds we found with the chips?
I tried,
Well,
but he's
yeah, I
kind
don't
of
know
got
if
his own
he's
thing going on right
taking
now.
anything
I mean, he's
He seemed aware of it, though, right?
Yeah.
And he said,
Well,
I
he said they
don't
were
know.
intelligent.
I don't know who. I know. Counted them. counted the birds, and I know that they are steadily increasing in number, and they seem to be organizing themselves into increasingly larger groups that are
And they're
taking
working together.
control of the wildlife in the area.
Birds
It's
are
only a matter of time.
We saw
before
them
they
all
attack
fly in one
people.
direction. We saw them all
One
fly in one
direction. Oh,
direction.
God.
Do you have a car? Do you have a car? We could go find out where they're going. We
There-
could
there-
spy.
There must be a person or a machine that is manipulating the birds. I mean, if it's not stopped, the islands are facing a disaster that will soon spread and potentially threaten the entire country.
When you say they're directing
Gunner.
the wildlife, what do you mean?
Gunner Granat. He would know. He's a scientist. I've met him on several occasions. I know that he's an expert on the neurology
Didn't he
of
run off?
birds.
Didn't he run off somewhere else? So with some chick.
Oh, right.
With the
Chick
That
lady.
was a talk around town, yeah.
He got some bitches. I'm sorry, dude,
Yeah.
but he's getting laid right now.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea where he might have gone?
He left his
You're
house
not
recently. He lives on the outskirts of Kunzberg and disappeared. But he has to be connected. It makes sense. Why would not he be
He's
connected?
on vacation or he disappeared?
He just disappeared. I don't know where or why, but many of the pigeons are moving north. They'd have to build a giant nest there, perhaps, for all of the pigeons. There are several of the aggressive birds with them flying out over the water. I've seen them. I believe they have their nests on Munso or on one of the smaller islands north. I saw a goshawk hovering over the other killer birds. He must be the leader. That bird, the goshawk, must be the leader of the birds.
Bum, bum, bum.
To the north is where the nest is. To the north. He swings his axe again and sticks in the wall.
Which island?
He mentioned
Huntsburg?
Munso, which is
You're not allowed to lie that.
the next island to the west where the loop is located.
Yeah.
Been to a lesbian wedding at Provincetown. I think I could.
Oh my
Stuff like
gosh.
that.
Yeah.
It was during, as they called it, Little Dyke Week.
Oh,
Okay.
that sounds like fun.
It was fun.
And you're able to get the
Is
crow
it
out
much
of a
fun to
window.
speak
Oh, really?
Second floor, yeah.
Nice.
And,
I mean, they weren't as
you know,
funny as
get
me,
all the way to the
but
bunches
whatever.
and parrots
It's still
and cockatiels and
Nice.
whatnot, opening up
If
cages.
you want to go there, we can use my family's boat. I've got a little
You get the
boat on
sense
there.
that this was a guy at one time that really loved birds.
Yeah.
But he was just so traumatized
Yeah.
by whatever happened.
Yeah.
Whether it was just the swan attack or something
Yeah.
else, you don't know. But now he's just like,
Yeah.
he's gone batshit insane.
Yeah. Yeah.
You need.
There's a
you
little
need-
bird brain.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, the what?
Yeah, not batshit. for
Inspiration.
Yeah.
Yay!
You,
Yeah.
you need some help with
Yeah,
your
he
cuts
does.
and everything.
Yes, I do that. Yes.
Can you get into town?
No, I'm not leaving here. No. But you find this nest. Find the goshawk. Find out who their leader is. It's got to be a machine or a person or both. Someone is doing this. Someone is doing this.
Do you have Gunnar's number by any chance? Phone number?
Yeah, probably has it.
Oh, what's
Okay.
his address? We could
Yeah.
go in there and sneak around with
Sneak
liquor
around.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get that.
Do you have any like binoculars or anything we use to help
Oh.
track birds or look for them?
Yeah.
I need these
Okay.
for my own safety. I am
I
sorry.
understand.
And yes, he gives you the address for Gunnar's
Did you happen to have a
abandoned
big
house.
Does it
big
happen
fish
to be
net?
north?
Is it what?
Does it happen to be north?
Um,
That'd be convenient.
Wouldn't it?
it's south.
God damn it.
Oops.
It's
Oh yeah, how are we
yeah, it's
getting
south
it
of
bicycle boy back?
Kunzberg.
Yeah.
Well,
Let me still out there paddling.
We're all
Yeah.
just gonna ride.
Would you happen to have a big
Stack up.
net or a fishing net that we could take to maybe help capture birds easier?
He does have
Do it together.
not a fishing net, but he has. I mean, it's kind of a. I mean, I guess you can use it for fishing, but it's like one of those.
Like for a pool, for cleaning a pool or something?
It's a little bit bigger than that. It's specifically for birds because he
Oh, okay.
does a lot of
Bird stuff.
bird stuff. Yeah, so he
Okay.
has.
Can we
like,
take that in case we need it?
You can take one with you. Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Here, take this blue one.
What do we got?
It's a big net with a pole on long pole.
For catching crazy
We have
people
that
like
bird.
him.
Yeah.
Bird, seed, or treats or anything? Bait?
Oh yeah,
Bird treats?
yeah.
Yeah. Anything we
Yeah.
eat is bait.
Yeah.
He pulls off a piece of his skin.
Probably
Oh, Jesus
scattered
Christ.
everywhere.
All right.
Probably there are bags that are opened up and tumbled over and just spilled out onto the floor.
All right.
It's probably where the mold smell is coming from, a lot of it. Sort of the mixture of the bird poop and
I'm gonna dig through the see if I can find that's not too spoiled or anything like that. So
taste test it to make sure that
I might be
it.
prepared to do some
Ew.
baiting later.
Yes.
Meanwhile, up north of the house, Tony, nerves. You got a lot of. You with me?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. You eventually reach a point where on the northern part of the island, there is a cliff overlooking what's called Spanviken, where you can see
It's called what?
Spanviken. It's a Swedish word. I think it's maybe another smaller island or something like that. It's a cliff face overlooking an island.
Okay.
Where you can see that on top they are building a huge nest of branches. The pigeons are swarming kind of in that area, flying back and forth, delivering tree branches, placing them, flying away. The pigeon that you were following with the scrunchie has landed up on the nest and is currently looks to be maybe trying to incorporate the scrunchie into the nest. You can hear their voices even from this distance. They're metallic, and the words are interspersed with chirping. And you can see that the nest is being watched by a group of gulls, black-headed gulls, and great cormorants that seem to be attacking unwary pigeons, pecking them to death.
Okay.
Go ahead and make a comprehend roll for me.
The pigeons that are like bringing stuff there.
Yeah, these gulls are any pigeon that isn't paying attention or is kind of on the outskirts, or they're getting targeted by these gulls and the cormorants and being pecked to death.
I knew gulls were assholes, but
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a comprehend roll.
And no sixes.
Okay. So what would you like to do? You could think that it would be difficult, but you think you'd be able to climb up to the nest. Do you want to try to do that, or do you want to wait for the rest of the group, or do you want to go back and find them? What would you like to do?
No, I'm gonna go ahead and try to climb up there and at least maybe retrieve even the neon scrunchie. I really, seeing that this is kind of peculiar, I'd like to see if I can retrieve it back so there's not a trace that we've given it something.
Okay, so
In my thinking.
to get close to the nest without being seen, you will have to roll either a move or a sneak, whichever you prefer.
Okay.
And you can't use your bike on this one,
I think I can't use my bike, yeah.
and you
Sure,
can't
my
get
silver one.
assistance from anyone since you're there by yourself.
Show my silver one.
Got it. All right, 7 rolling, and I did not get a 6.
Do you want to push it?
push it real good.
Real good. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, what condition would you like to check? You have upset,
What?
tired,
Yeah,
injured,
tired.
Yeah, that was it. Late 80s.
scared.
I know.
I'll say I take an injury from my first failed attempt.
An injury from what?
The first failed attempt.
Remember,
So, like you twisted your ankle or something like that?
I was with my neighbor.
Yeah, like I kind of slid down and I kind of got a pretty mean burn or slash, a little bit of a slash on my leg or something.
Okay. All right, go ahead and roll a second time, but -1 die.
Okay.
It's meant to be.
Yeah.
I got one.
You got one success?
Got one success.
Over the course of several minutes, you're able to climb your way up to the nest without, you don't think you've been seen by any of the birds. The nest, you can tell, is constructed of a variety of branches and objects. Looks like stolen objects from the northern parts of the islands. In the nest, there are also several rusted metal pieces. Go ahead and make an investigate check for me.
Yeah, that's what I say. Investigation is no going. Investigation is that's 3, 6, and a 4. So 1, 6.
You find a piece of metal that is labeled IEX 4Z3.
What kind of Elon kid name is this? Ridiculous.
It's a birth certificate.
No.
Yeah,
That's where you
IEX 4Z32.
3, 2. Okay. All right. And as I'm looking in there and seeing, you're saying that's just some small metal pieces I see stamped with something like that. Do I notice other items when I'm thinking of like computer parts or other unique pieces that they've picked up around town that seem to catch my eye?
Can you get my scrunchie?
Nothing else that catches your eye with a number on it, but if you want, you can make either a comprehend or a calculate roll to see if you understand what this number is for or from.
Nice.
Yeah, let me do that. And I definitely want to make sure I retrieve the scrunchie. All right, another roll. That would have been 5, 5, and a 4. Nope, I didn't get a 6 on that one.
Okay. So you're not sure. You could take the metal with you or just write the number down, but you're not sure exactly what it means or where it's from. You, with the help of the library, you might be able to find out what it is or help from
I'm gonna take it
kids.
with
The internet.
Okay, sorry.
Librarians.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and take that piece with me in the scrunchie.
Okay. As you're leaving, several hundred meters away, you see a young woman watching the birds through binoculars. She gets up when you see her and rides off on a bike heading south.
Oh, that's weird. Did you guys hear
What?
that?
No.
Well, we're not there for it, are we?
No, you're not.
Oh, well then, get
Yeah.
shouted.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
chatted.
Well, being the suspicious kid that I am, I'm gonna hop on my bike and try to follow her.
Oh, Jesus.
You quickly realize, but by the time that you got there, the trail would be long cold.
Okay.
She was pretty far off, and you'd have to try to get your bike through some kind of rugged terrain to get to where she was.
She did not skip leg day.
So I'm gonna go ahead and
He was in
head
a
back
clear
to.
area. He was in a clear
Oh.
area, and there was crap in between the two. So.
Oh.
But you
Yeah,
know that you
I'm
know where
realizing-
she headed though, so that might be useful later.
Okay, so she was heading to the south. So upon realizing that, I'm gonna go ahead and ride back to the gang, kind of update them with what that I saw where the bird landed and the nest being built.
Surprise, we're probably headed in your direction.
Yep.
Yeah, as you pull up to to Matt's house, the kids are coming out of the house, and you guys kind of tell each other what you experienced. Do you tell the
Do
group?
I?
What do you tell the group?
Well, I was gonna say, can I roll to move to come sliding in and then hit my brakes hard so I skid my back tire?
Yes.
A fountain of bird shit.
Oh, lovely. Love that.
And let me say that. Well, go ahead and make your roll first. It's move. You make a move roll.
Move roll with my bike, so that's 9.
Hmm.
And I had 1, 2, 2 6s.
2 6s.
2 6s.
Oh,
Yeah.
so yeah, you skid right on a dime exactly where you wanted to end up. A little bit of gravel kick out onto their shoes and whatnot, but not into their faces or their eyes or anything. So you got cool points for that.
It's cool as hell.
Yeah.
Oh my god, is that my scrunchie? Thank you so much. I take it and I smell it and I'm like, oh my god, it smells like salmonella.
Yeah.
Now, how to get rid
I
of
had the metal, the piece of metal with the numbers to the nerd. Be like, hey, what do you think you can make of this?
Guessing that's me.
Go ahead and make
Yeah.
what was it, a comprehend or
Yeah. Tinker, program,
comprehend or calculate.
investigate.
So I was looking up to see how to remove condition.
Did you calculate
Healing.
-1 is 6? So I want to, as I'm like trying to look at it and figure out, I'm trying to like punch like the ASCII values of the letters, or like, you know, change like, you know, A equals 1, Z equals 26, things like that into my watch
Okay.
to see if that can help me like calculate anything or figure out if there's like some math behind it or something, so I get 2 more dice, right? Got it.
Okay.
All right. Balls.
You push it.
I already pushed one thing, so.
Not on this particular one.
Oh, so it's per roll. Okay.
But you have to mark another condition if you do push it.
I think I'm getting pretty frustrated by these rolls, so I'm going to be upset.
So you get a -2 now. So now 2 less dice rather than 1 less dice.
That's
I look over at the popular kid and roll my eyes at you using your punching things into your computer watch.
Beep, 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 beep. Got a success.
You understand that this is the identification number of a magnetrine ship?
A what?
Magnetrine ship. It's one of those big hover ships.
Magnetrine.
Hover technology is one of the technologies is more advanced in this world. So they have hovercraft basically, but the hovercraft it uses, the way that it uses the Earth's natural magnetic fields, it can only be used. They're stronger in the northern hemisphere than they are in the southern hemisphere. So in the northern hemisphere, the ships can be much larger.
How big is this particular ship that?
You'll have to check that out at a library or some other.
Okay, so I wouldn't know
Does
that.
it look like a piece that came off or was like ripped off?
It's kind of rusted.
Oh, it's old.
Yeah, so age
Okay.
fell off due to
Not due to
age and rust.
Not due to things catastrophic.
Well, make an investigate check. It's hard to say whether it aged after it was removed or before.
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, you don't know.
It's old.
And do you tell them about the woman that you saw?
Yeah, I really kind of lay everything out. I kind of explain what happened. I got this cool slash trying to get up there. Had to go a second time, get up, explain what the nest looks like, what it's kind of made from, and what's in it, and my observations. And then noticed this person was this female with some binoculars watching me from across, but I couldn't catch up with her. I don't know who she was. I hadn't seen her before.
What'd she look like?
Well, that's a great question, and I would say she looks like
Yeah.
She looks like
A Swede.
a kid, probably around your age or maybe a little bit older.
Really?
Blonde hair, full of hairspray, colorful sunglasses. Your dad is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good luck.
You could tell that she had a picture of Minnie Mouse on her shirt.
oh,
He's older than us?
Same age or a little older.
How pretty were its ears?
I'm bored.
I mean, older than
Especially the Minnie Mouse shirt.
I'm pretty jealous that you thought of this.
This is someone that you know.
Me?
Yeah. One of the NPCs on your sheet.
Oh, okay.
NPC 1.
Okay. All right, so then I speak up and go, oh, I wonder if it was it Marcin?
Mahjong.
Marjan?
Jean.
Marjan.
Mahjong.
She wears that a lot. She lives around here.
Is it always that tight, that sweater?
It's her favorite one.
Is it your favorite one?
My
too,
favorite one
Troy?
too now.
It is now.
She actually, I need to go pee real quick. I've been holding it in for a couple of minutes.
Oh my god.
Actually, I wonder if she's not there.
You know that she. What you know about Maj? What's it called, Maj for short? What you know about her is that she is a year older than you. She lives by herself in a house in town in Kunzberger, and she hates all grown-ups. Like, fuck all. And I'm gonna go. All right. How's your? How you doing?
I'm feeling better. Yeah.
You hadn't left yet, so I assume that it was.
Yeah. No, I'm feeling better. I'm still not 100%, but I'm feeling good enough to stay.
Very.
If it was the food, blame Alex. He made it bring it.
No, I think it's that I overate.
You wanted the taters.
I had a big lunch. Well, and I ate a whole bunch of this trash food first.
You ate yourself sick on sketty, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I had a big bowl of spaghetti about 2 hours before I came. So
Ate so much spaghetti, you're probably gonna be talking Italian soon.
I'll be what?
I didn't know that could be.
Talking Italian.
Oh, talking Italian.
I
Yeah.
took my sister. They all ordered full meals, like even
Oh,
dish. There actually were leftovers.
nice.
I didn't eat it. But, like they touched. They're also pretty big on pieces and all this stuff.
Okay.
But there was like a whole thing of horchata. Which, uh, so,
Right.
David said something too. He's like, "Yeah, I really like tacos." I'm like, "Well, why is that?" He's like, "Because they make me burp."
Oh my god. Nice.
That's why you like them. You know my favorite place to get tacos? Where is that? Taco Bell. Really? Why? Well, it has taco in the name.
Oh my god.
It's like-
So does Taco Loco.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Even though it hasn't had that name for like 8 years.
yeah.
I've never heard of Taco Loco.
No, Tequila Tres Hermanos.
Like the Walter White thing? Breaking Bad. Tres
Pollo Brothers or
Hermanos?
something.
Yeah.
Pollo-
The
yeah.
Pollos Hermanos, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many great Mexican restaurants. If you want to go to Taco Bell, why?
Right?
Why?
Oh my
Is it really
god.
Gingy's son?
Could be.
Or Gingy just has the palate of a 7-year-old?
That's yeah.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
That does. It explains so many things. Why
The
he prefers
Wawa.
Wawa over Sheetz. I mean, neither of them are great.
No, they're not.
Except that in front of him, we always have to talk about how Sheetz is getting its like 11th Michelin star. Because he hates Sheetz so much.
Love you. Bye-bye.
So he was okay. He's just calling.
He said that there was horrible storm stuff
Hmm.
in our area, and I'm like, oh, I needed some rain, but it's been skipping us.
Yeah,
But
unfortunately.
they were worried about us because of the weather, which is weird because we've had a lot of bad weather.
Yeah, they didn't call any.
Right?
So
Yeah, my sister was saying like she like lost a bunch of saw some trees last night. Like, you guys see anything? I was like, I don't think we got anything.
We've just
there was
gotten
a lot of
wind.
wind
Like,
yesterday.
I
but-
slept through whatever it was last night. If we got anything last night,
We are under no threat at the moment.
There was a big when I was driving up. There was a there was
It's
a
a
big dark
big-
cloud,
yeah,
but,
dark
cloud.
but it didn't
They-
rain.
It misses us so frequently, like for
Our poor
whatever reason, it
plants.
just divides and.
Oh, I had to go water my flowers. They're doing okay.
On our way here,
It's a super-
the rain cloud was like in the
Because we live
direction
in a
that we were
super-
heading, and
Yeah.
then
That's
why
somehow
the
we managed
air
to
quality
dodge
here is so
all the
shitty
way
and
around
like
it, and it was
bad
behind
storms.
us. We
Yeah.
didn't know
Cut
where.
around us.
I was the same way. 'Cause
Yeah.
It was north of me, and I was going to like, oh, I'm going to be driving through that. And then I tried to take the detour because the road's going
Yeah.
to be. So I'm like,
Oh,
oh, I better
right.
learn how to do this because.
Yeah.
So I tried
You're
to.
going to do that for the next 18 months or whatever.
Yeah. So I drove down
Yeah.
by your house and then
Yeah.
took that road up and tried to figure out how this is going to go. And all of a sudden I turned around and I was like, wait, now it's behind me. How in the world?
So weird.
Yeah.
So tell her what she missed.
Yes, what did I miss?
Oh.
Were you here for the tight shirt?
So
No.
Okay.
what's
The Mickey Mouse
called?
ears. Minnie Mouse ears.
Well,
Yeah.
What's his what's
They're
his-
curving out.
No, yeah. So Nerves had, when he was up with the bird at the bird nest, he saw a girl
Right. Okay.
off in the distance, and he
Oh,
described
that's
her,
right. Okay.
and it's a girl I know.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So
You know women?
I do.
Oh my god.
One.
oh, girl.
How,
weird. I was
how
up in
well
the
do you
church.
know that
So you
woman?
don't know her.
Not great. We're just friends, but she's a year older than me, but she lives in town like by herself. She
What?
hates adults like with a passion.
She's a runaway.
So I'm wondering, but she has a couple. I recognize the shirt because she always wears this Mickey Mouse shirt
And the blonde hair.
and her blonde hair. So
I mean,
I think maybe we could talk. Maybe we can talk to her and see
Naughty
what
boy.
she's doing or
Okay,
what she
yeah.
may be seeing
Yeah.
or know.
Okay, that's crazy.
So that's an option.
So you have basically two options right now. You can either try to hit the library. You would have to hit the
Why would
library
we
at
punch the
school
library? That's
because
not
the
nice.
public library is closed.
Ew.
Why would we hit the library? That's not nice.
Why is the public
When I
library
was-
closed, but not
I
the
threw
school
an empty
library?
bottle of Jack Daniels at my elementary school once. So why do people do things?
You did? How old were you?
Instead.
It's last year.
Probably 20.
Oh my god. Yeah.
One of my friends.
So little kids could get cut on.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
were-
we're evil.
It was 6 o'clock in the morning. We were partying
6 in the
all
morning.
night. It was me, Zane, and Tony, Anthony, the guy that lives in Jersey now with the flower
Yeah.
shop. It was the three of us. We were celebrating their graduation from high school. And so it's a big FU to school. They're younger than me. We finished off the bottle of Jack Daniels and threw it at the school. Because
Yeah.
we were rebels, dude.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
All right, I've been wearing a wire this entire time. We got it. We got it.
Accomplished.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're going to jail for 50 years.
You're going to prison.
This whole thing's been a setup. You've been catfished.
Yep.
Okay, so library, like I was saying,
I mean,
for some
libraries
reason,
being pushed quite a bit.
libraries-
Yeah.
close in the summer in Sweden.
Really?
What?
Apparently they do, at least.
What did?
But not the school library?
It's not, you guys got to sneak into the school if you want to go to the library in the school.
Interesting.
Does the school have a good library?
No, it's a school.
In
Fair point.
Sweden. They have a pretty good library.
We could. What's keeping us from sneaking in the public
Right.
library?
Yeah.
Because you know the school better, so.
Oh.
Sneak into
I
it.
think we should go sneak into the school library.
Yep, let's do
Yeah.
You can either sneak into the school library or
I'm
you
gonna-
can go to
I'll-
Gunner's abandoned house that you got the address on Max.
Or we can
Let's go to the
visit
library.
your
Or we
little
can go-
peeping mini.
that.
Or you can go visit mine. Or what is that what we called him?
Taj Mahal.
My friend.
Mod Podge.
Interestingly
Mod
enough,
Podge.
Mahjong?
when you get the address when you see what the address was that Max gave you to Gunner's house, that's the same house that the girl is staying.
Really?
Uh,
Ba-ba-bum.
Anti-aging.
Well,
so
Yeah.
Anti-aging
that
girl
one gets my vote.
yeah,
I mean, that's
guess
what Frank-
let's-
You just want to go to the abandoned house with the girl you like.
Yeah.
You guys are probably gonna smooch, aren't you?
Yeah. You're gonna hold hands.
Yeah, with my
Gross.
Spend all day
big nose.
smooching.
My big bloody nose. Yeah.
You want me to like stand outside with the boombox?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Play some good love ballads.
Black metal.
That'd be
You
so
want to see a
great.
picture of her, Aaron?
LL Cool J, I need love.
Oh, Cool J was the
Yeah.
best. It's
But don't read anything else. You're covering up everything.
What am I looking at?
That picture of her.
Oh wow.
You see her?
Yeah.
What can I see?
I want to see.
I can't believe they printed a naked picture like that of a
I
15-year-old.
know. Thank you for sharing.
Oh my god, child porn! No!
It's in Sweden. It's okay.
No,
Oh,
so you haven't actually
All I gotta say
it,
is
you don't know
boobs.
All right, so library or Gunner's house?
Which one's closer?
Library, because you gotta pass by it to get to Gunner's house.
okay. Well, that
And
let's
that's-
do the
yeah,
library and
that's-
then get.
Let's go back to
Freaky
school on our
news.
first day of summer break.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah.
game, guys.
Great
Bad
day.
habits.
So great.
I thought I was the nerd. Well, I did leave some stuff there so I can pick it up.
Yeah.
Got my
Some of your
underwear.
nerds.
You underwear. Oh man. The what? Oh, that would burn so bad.
Oh.
Shape.
Yeah.
Forgot your gym clothes.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your plan on getting into the school?
Window or we could go on the roof.
You mean check all the little windows.
What
on
kind
the
of
side,
school
see-
is it?
One of them's got to be unlocked.
What's the vibe?
I say we Kool-Aid Man.
Someone's friends with the janitor.
Say,
Yeah.
I was doing some research on
Yeah.
schools in Sweden.
Oh.
Oh, yeah?
It's
That's not creepy.
That's not creepy at all, man.
C word. I can't remember.
A C word.
Canada? Can't Nick just call the janitor?
Yeah,
Oh,
I can
yeah,
just
yeah.
call the janitor.
Yeah, call the janitor. That's
Or
a
the
great
janitor's
idea.
probably there cleaning, and you
Right.
can probably be like, "Hey, I forgot my whatever. Can you
Okay,
come in real
I
quick?"
locate
Or just say,
the
hey,
I
we can
locate
use
the
library.
janitor.
Can you let me?
Is
How
he
do
in
you do
there?
that?
Is he in there?
How do you know? How do you do that?
I look in the window.
Call
It's like a
it.
creep.
He's
Like-
gonna be in there. It's the day after school. He's got
Yeah.
a lot of shit to clean.
He's got vomit and like just random like
Semen everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Broken Jack Daniels bottles.
Yeah.
Why were there sailors in a high school in
Oh my god.
They
I
are
don't
everyone
understand.
sails in Sweden.
Yeah.
Everyone
It's in their
sells in
name.
Sweden.
Scandinavy.
Compulsory
Yeah.
school. That's what it's called. So it's called compulsory school in Sweden, and there's lower stage, middle stage, and upper stage. The you guys would all be
Middle
either in the higher middle stage or the lower upper stage, which
Okay.
is the
Who?
Yeah.
ages
Anyway.
I'm in the middle
ages
left.
10 to 15.
Wait till I hit that up.
11-year-olds, you're in fourth grade.
I do. Oh my
Fourth
god.
or fifth.
Ridiculous.
15-year-olds would be in eighth or ninth.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. Cool. So, like,
I like
throw
how-
some little pebbles at the janitor's
I
window
locate the janitor.
to get his attention.
I
and
look in
see
the
what
windows
he's
like a
doing.
creep and I try to figure out where he is.
so the janitor, his
Jan
name is
Vitor.
Krut.
Marco.
Fruit.
Marco.
Oh. I keep putting the book down on the keyboard and then it's
Aw.
You'll have to like distract
It's
him.
because Odin's not here, so you
Zeros.
have to. He's mind controlling. Odin's mind controlling you to like because he wants to lay on your keyboard. So that's what's making that happen.
That's what's making it happen.
Yep.
1 second. Need to find a relevant section for the library.
Oh yeah, am I allowed to bring any leftovers to the dog sitting place?
I don't know.
You already asked
I
that.
remember when we
What?
went.
You already asked that.
Did I?
Yeah, we said there's probably leftover cheesy potatoes. You could
Yeah,
take.
but am I allowed to take them with me? Some of them?
Did they tell you that you couldn't bring food?
What do you mean?
Why are you asking? if
No,
you
I'm
can take
asking.
food
I'm
over to the
asking
house?
because it's not. I didn't make the food. That's why I'm asking.
It's your potato. That's your decision,
Yeah.
and you have the power.
I'm going to
It's
say
your
no
birthday taters.
Okay.
because you're ridiculous for asking that question.
Yeah.
So, as
Okay.
a form of punishment, no,
Yeah.
you can't have any food.
Okay.
Deny him potatoes.
Yeah.
You are now Ireland.
Oh no.
So his first name is spelled P-E-R, Per.
Per.
But people call him Pruitt. P-R-U-T-T-E.
Good. Okay.
He works both as a janitor and as a school librarian
Wow.
Excellent.
That's really convenient.
because the former librarian disappeared last year.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay.
Pruitt has, and whether you like this about him or not, I don't know, but he has huge issues with flatulence.
Oh my god. Why would I like that? Why would I
Shit,
like
finds
that?
it
One
hilarious.
can often hear and smell him from afar.
That is so from a fart.
From a
There are wild rumors among the students that Pruitt has killed kids who behave badly.
With his farts? Oh, okay.
They're pretty bad, so possibly.
Okay. Well, he's my friend though, right?
So Pruitt, he's a short man with a stocky body. He has almost white hair held in place by a torn red cap.
God, is he a
Does
Trump
it
supporter?
say
Is
MAGA?
he a Trump supporter?
Trump didn't even.
I know the
Wasn't
red
a
hat.
thing in the
Red hat.
80s.
Red hat.
Yeah, he was in the 80s.
Trump didn't invent red hats.
I know.
He invented the sun and the moon and hung the stars in the
He's-
sky.
With sort of a slow,
He what?
toneless
He does what?
voice.
He does what? What's
What?
it?
Can you
Huh?
maybe repeat that?
Wait, no, what was the first part? I didn't hear the first
He
part.
speaks
Oh, he speaks. Okay, yeah.
with a slow,
Okay.
toneless voice.
Okay. Is he a robot?
Bueller,
Oh my god.
Bueller.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Kind of reminds me of the dude
And-
from Megamind.
Never looks
Yes.
anyone in the eye.
Okay.
He just sort of
Is
talks
he autistic?
around you, or he's often seen reading books and
Mm.
seems very well educated. He
Yeah.
loves art. He
Mm.
loves classical music.
Yeah.
But he honestly really dislikes students.
Really?
Yeah.
What about me?
You seem to be one of the few that he deals with.
He
You're one of
deals
the good
with.
ones.
Oh god.
Put up with.
Yeah.
So you knock on a window that you commonly expect Pruitt to be
Okay.
near, and you can
Can I hear the
you
parts?
kind of smell them a little bit. You can kind
Yeah.
of smell, and very slowly this stocky Pruitt comes to the window,
Okay.
looks out.
I wave. It's a little crank window. Aww.
Opens the
know
window
you're
up a little bit.
He's cranking it.
It's cranking. No. Pruitt, no.
Now, you know that school is closed.
Yeah.
Why are you here with your friends?
I forgot something in there,
Would like to.
and we'd like to use the library one last time.
What did you forget?
My gym clothes.
Excuse me.
Oh Jesus
It
Christ!
doesn't even really make a fart sound. It's more like a
Oh,
just
it's
like
Airflow.
Like,
There.
this is my friend, guys. Shush.
Yeah, I'm
Chip
not
just
gonna
finds
judge
this
you.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Day has been way too full of snow.
you and one other, but no more than that.
Okay. Who volunteers?
Who's
wants
the
to go?
smartest?
The what?
The smartest.
The smart.
For
Okay.
the
he's the
library.
smartest.
Probably Chip.
My mind is a 5. My investigation's 7.
You're better than me.
It's not
I'm
me.
also like very
Mine's
upset and
3.
scared.
Oh,
So
that's
you should go one and
I vote for the weirdo.
All
Yeah,
right.
weirdo.
Cool, man.
You go hang out with
The weirdo, get in there.
Yeah, freaky and farts can.
Freaky and
share.
party.
Freaking fart.
Match made in
Wasn't
heaven.
that a
Hey,
show
but-
in the 70s?
Hey, mister, you might want to keep that window cracked open a bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
nobody
fine.
light a match. Nobody. If you need a light, just turn on the light.
Alright, so what am I looking for? I'm trying to figure out more about
The
that part.
Shit.
IE
ship.
for the
So all the lights are turned off, but he slowly works his way around to the door, opens you up, just lets the two of you in.
open to.
Opens me up.
With really just kind of distaste in his eyes.
Okay.
He looks
Well-
near you, not at you, but looking near you.
Yeah.
He's
Shuffle
gonna
away a
judge when
little
he's
bit.
opening
And
up.
then
Oh my god.
Just saying.
super hard after you guys go in the hallway. All the lights are off, so the hallway is dark.
Okay.
Just light coming in through the windows that are there.
Yeah.
And he slowly shuffles you down to where the library is.
Okay.
You got 15 minutes.
Okay.
Clicks the lights on. All the fluorescents come on.
Okay.
What do you do?
So thank you, dude.
Can Chip get a rest while we're doing
I
this?
farted again. I swear to
I'd
God.
go to the Dewey Decimal Catalog.
Oh, yeah. God, I had so many of those memorized. That's wow.
What is that even?
It's how you organize books.
Numbering system for
Yeah.
nonfiction.
Numbering
They
Oh.
categorize.
Huh.
So like each, it's basically like a 0 through 999.
Yeah.
Whatever. each hundreds is like a different major category, and then
Yeah,
as you get more subcategories, it refines the numbers. to
And there's
different-
that's crazy.
Yeah, well, they realized that anyone who cares about nonfiction books would also really, really like arbitrary sorting.
Yeah,
So, you know.
yeah,
Oh my goodness, I feel so seen right now.
yeah.
Okay, to heal your conditions, you can either use your anchor or you can use your hideout. You have
Oh.
to spend a scene in either place doing something.
So
You bring the anchor.
this
over
is a
to
scene. Oh my god.
Oh, Lord.
Since there's a
That's
scene
what
of
she
them
said.
being in the building, can Chip sit down and play with his
That's an
What?
item.
Whoa.
right?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, his anchor.
Either his
Oh.
anchor or at the hideout with at
Okay.
least one other kid.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, I
Sorry.
have to start backing up.
Oh, is there a payphone nearby? Like the
Probably.
school? Okay. Could I place a call for Jackie because she's my like anchor?
Yes. Yes.
I'll collect.
Yeah, for real.
Would you like to either use your anchor or return to the hideout with one of the other kids in your group to
How
try
far
to
away are
heal
we
your
from the
conditions?
hideout?
I mean, it's not too far. It's, you know.
I can ride somebody on my bike
All right.
on the handlebar.
Oh, you and the
Yeah.
jock can go back to the hideout?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Mm.
Okay.
The jock of a computer nerd to tell us all this time.
Yep.
Nerve, how are you going to comfort Chip in his time of need?
I'm scared and I'm upset.
Yeah.
So also when we're both at this would be considered a rest, and would it resolve my condition as well?
If Chip can think of a way to comfort you, yes. You could comfort each other.
Okay.
The scene fades to
Not
black.
sexually, because
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's not
Have
like the
you
ending of
met
it.
kids?
Oh my god. My god.
I hate that book with a passion just because of that. That is the only
It.
it.
Oh Jesus. Ugh.
We know spooning leads to forking, so we're not doing
That's a
spooning.
common problem many people have. But so yeah, so how do you comfort Chip, and Chip, how do you comfort Nerve?
They get married?
They get married. Oh my god.
How are
Oh.
you calming nerve?
What's
Calm
Nerve's
your nerve.
condition?
So man, take a look at my leg, dude. Man, I got this kind of gash as I
Road rage?
Oh.
as I was trying to check out that nest. I got this kind of nasty cut.
So
So I don't know if we had some kind of peroxide or bandage or something.
With
around.
a car door, slightly
Kiss
grazed
him on
the
the
back of his calf, but for some reason it started swelling.
So since
Yeah.
I'm so used to getting attacked by bullies, I've got some just basic like first aid skills. That,
Yeah,
you know,
that's a
kind
good
of
idea.
catching up to stuff like the
You
dumb.
probably have stuff in your bunker that you
And I
can
think in the
use.
bunker, especially if Nichols living there,
Yeah.
we're gonna have like
Some stuff.
water, band-aids,
Yes,
whatever,
yes.
just kind of patch them up a little bit and make sure that
Yeah.
the wound is
Water. Rub some dirt in it.
Yeah.
Oh. No.
And how do you
Okay.
comfort Chip in his moment of need?
Upset and frustrated.
I didn't catch what it was his condition.
I'm upset and I'm scared.
Oh, scared.
Of
Oh,
birds.
upset.
Yeah,
and scared.
you usually don't catch that. It's not contagious.
Yeah.
Well, I just tell you, listen, you're gonna be okay. I come over, pat him on the back, tell him he's tough. We're gonna get through this. Look at our game. We're gonna take care of it. Give them birds the what for.
All right.
Thanks, Dad.
Well, I mean, since Nerve is so physically talented, I'm kind of intimidated and look up to him, so that actually would probably mean a lot to my character.
Yeah.
Because I did write in my sheet that I'm intimidated by him, so
Mhm.
so yeah.
But seeing him in this more human moment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's not
and
a
kind
god.
of, kind
He
of
can't
cheering
be
me
in-
on and things like that. It's like, in school, like an upper class, it's like, hey man, good game, things like that. You
Yeah.
kind of appreciate it. So
Hey, do another.
And one of my descriptions of me is I'm engaging and things like that. So I want to use those kind of skills to top it up.
so that healed both conditions, just the one.
Both.
Cool.
Nice.
Ready to go pay.
Well, it is after 8.
Dun, dun, dun.
I assume your ride is probably
Yes.
on the way, if not already.
Yeah.
So we can stop here and
Alrighty.
maybe one day revisit
Yes.
Yeah.
Summer Break and
It's so
Killer Birds.
It'd be
This
fun.
was really fun.
Yeah.
It would be cool if we could, like jump around from game to game. Like,
Yeah.
Every once in a while. Like Call of Cthulhu, that's one of the things to do.
Oh,
just have to-
because Alex wants to play it desperately,
That's
and
one of
I don't.
One of my games here on the shelf.
It
that I
just
wanna
doesn't do
play.
it for me.
Really?
So
What is
yeah, so you
Call
Call
of
of Cthulhu.
It's like this, except with spookier monsters, and you're a kid.
And 1930s instead of 1980s.
Oh,
Boston.
and everyone's racist.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're actually required to
Do
be
you want
racist.
to keep all our sheets then?
No, you. I mean, you can hear it.
But I,
Or just like,
well, I think
or
I'm
like
recording.
maybe what we can do is when we finish our current D&D session, then in between starting new, we could finish this.
Oh yeah.
Maybe.
What if the D&D campaigns are just the dreams of our
children?
kids?
Of our
Yeah.
loops.
I just keep
Running up with the headlights in the car.
yeah. And I'm gonna bring
I can't even remember when did I buy it?
Just take a baggie and throw
What?
it in.
Yeah.
There was one year where I bought a bunch of RPGs that I didn't want to play.
Uh-huh.
Alright.
I can't remember. It was.
It was when you saw Field of Dreams.
Years.
If you buy it, they will come.
Alright, I'm gonna go pee and type stuff.
Okay.
I,
Bye, Jasper. Thank you.
I love how simple the setup was for it, like to make
Yeah,
characters and
yeah.
stuff. You know, like
Yeah.
trying to play D&D with teenagers is dodgy. You know, it's like trying to herd. I don't know. I don't know that actual phrase. I'll be honest. Trying to herd whatever the phrase about herding things.
Cats,
Herd
but,
cats.
but they're on fire and they don't
I've
like
heard of
each other.
cats.
Exactly.
I've heard of cats.
Yeah, I have.
They sing loud.
Cats are then. Cats are
Uh,
not real. Cats.
oh, good. No vet bill.
Cats are expensive.
Yeah. I always told the kids, like, if you think it's not expensive to have a pet, but you need to have $2,000 in the bank for each pet because you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, and it's immediate,
And I'm like,
unplanned.
yeah, and
That's
I'm
why
like,
you
not
have
even
bugs
kidding.
that way, so you can't do anything.